Alrighty guys, we are going live in 10 minutes for the A-League Grand Final. This is the big one. This is the finale of the season for 2021. So guys, go and smash that thumbs up button. Obviously, if you are new around here, smash that subscribe button. And don't forget, BKR Clips, it's where you want to be. 2 clips per day over there in the pin. Come and go and click on that. Subscribe to BKR Clips. So guys, in the chat, let us know, who are you going for? Melbourne City or Sydney FC? This is the big one, guys. Get ready. Not long to go now. Not long now, guys. 1 minute 16. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're about to go live in 1 minute time. Alrighty, we are going live. Say we are going live, but we are going live. Say we are going live. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we are here for the grand finale, the A-League grand final that we have all been waiting for. This is a massive game here tonight, guys, between Melbourne City and Sydney FC. Something we've been waiting for quite some damn old time now. Now, obviously, throughout the season, we've seen with Melbourne City, they have struggled and they've finished off the season on top. It's crazy to see their turnaround considering their start of the year where they were literally last at one stage. They were second last at one stage and were struggling to make the finals. Now, obviously, they are the champions of the A-League, but that is not of the finals just yet. Melbourne City obviously plays Sydney FC right now, and whoever wins this one takes home the silverware. Now, Melbourne City have never won before. Melbourne City have not won. They've only won one FFA Cup in their lifetime. Now, as a Man City supporter, I can tell you right now, Man City in its blood choke these big games. But I do believe Melbourne City will win this game today just because they're at home. I know Sydney FC have probably played better towards the later part of the season than Melbourne City. But in the same sense, I just feel like Melbourne City's got it today. I just feel like Melbourne City might be able to sneak it today. Now, these guys obviously played last year, guys. And in an A-League Grand Final where Sydney took it off 1-0 with a Ryan Grant, I think it was Ryan Grant, basically off his nipple in the extra time there. Unbelievable game. But guys, let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let me know your thoughts of the game, what you think is going to happen in this game. And let's see if we can get to 30 likes before we even get started. We're on 17 likes right now. Let's go and smack that thumbs up button. Ignatius Cambrero says Sydney 3-0. Ooh, big call there. Tiger Bro says let's go Sydney. Patacat says 45 viewers already. Massive, mate. We are killing it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Don't forget, guys, we will be streaming the Origin tonight too. Wow, we mama State of Origin game number 2. Right after this, as long as this game doesn't go into extra time and penalties, we should be right to go there. Oren Hasselton says, can't wait for Origin round 2 later. Exactly right. Mo places, who you got? Who I got? I'm taking Melbourne City, mate. I know that the common consensus right now, the general consensus, is actually to take Sydney FC. However, I just really feel like Melbourne City at home, with all the shit that's going on with Sydney, with everything going on in New South Wales right now, I just feel like Melbourne's a bit more of a safer bet, to be completely honest with you. Yes, obviously they won the plate and they were finishing on top of the table, only by 2 points in the end. They had a rough start, they had an even rougher mid-season, but they really pumped home towards the second half of the season. So, look, realistically, Melbourne City are favourites, and they are favourites for a reason. I feel like both teams are similarly set up. I think that this could honestly be a bit of a low scorer, but in the same sense, what I'm saying is, I think these two teams really equal each other out in regards to their playing, and in regards to their playing style, and in regards to kind of the overall attributes that all these players do have. So, their last time they played was 1-1 in Sydney. I believe the last one before that in Melbourne was a 3-2. That was an exciting game, actually, that 3-2. I think I streamed it. That was ages ago, though. The Gunner says, how much do you think COVID affected the A-League? Massively. It's affected it massively. However, in saying that, obviously, these two teams were the best two teams last year. So, and they pretty much were the best teams before that as well. Obviously there was a couple of other teams that were around those parts, but Melbourne City and Sydney FC have been consistently the better teams for the last few years. Melbourne City, obviously, because of the change from Hart and the ownership of Manchester City and the City Football Group, and Sydney just because they are just an absolutely professional quality football team throughout its organisation. They are going for back to back in this game. Can they do it in the first time in A-League history? Ignatius Camberos says, I hope they go to penalties. It would be sick. Probably not, because I want to do the Origin. That would go into Origin time. Tiger Bro says, I go for Sydney because I was born there, but moved to Newcastle because of Dad's work. I'm going to the State of Origin Game 3 as well, so I'll be filming. Well, you won't be, because the State of Origin Game 3 will either not be in Sydney or it will not be attended by any fans. So, unfortunately, that's probably how it's going to go. I would assume that it's going to be probably played either at Newcastle or maybe even like out in the bush somewhere. I'm not too sure, but they're talking about apparently Origin 3 will not be held at Sydney Stadium, ANZ Stadium. Evan's on here says, are you streaming Origin Blaze? Of course I am. Patercat says, City have Craig Noon and Naboot on bench. Massive impact they'll have. Odd for me. Craig Noon is obviously a fantastic player and definitely can score. Can obviously assist too. He's a very good player. The first half of the season, he was probably one of the better Melbourne City players, despite the fact they were really poor. So yeah, odd. Very odd there. Brisbane Raw Post says, who's scoring today, you reckon? I think that McLaren will be locked down pretty well. I think that with Melbourne City, you can honestly look at their entire team list and you can honestly say anyone from that team. You know, honestly, you could say anyone from Melbourne City, but they just aren't exactly as exciting as they once were. They're not as exciting as you would have been hoping them to be. Warren Hughes says, hi. Hello, Warren Hughes. And with Sydney FC, I don't even know about Sydney FC. Like, yeah, they've obviously pumped home strong later on in the season. But in the same sense, I just feel like Melbourne City have this one done. You know, you'd be looking at someone like Bobo to get the job done, but in the same sense, it can be a little bit lackluster. So I'm expecting a low scorer here. I'm expecting something similar to the last one with a 1-1 or maybe even a 1-0, maybe even a 2-1. I don't feel like 2-1's crazy high scoring. Obviously, that's just a basic kind of scoreline. So I'll go 2-1 to Melbourne City. Joe's place City by 3. Geez, that's a big scoreline. Would be massive considering that would be their first ever A-League title there. Would be massive since that's their first ever A-League title to win 3-0 as well. But guys, 5 likes away from 30. Smack that thumbs up button. We've got 48 people watching right now. I know we can get 5 more thumbs up. Boom. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's see if we can get to 10,500 tonight. I know we can. 20 more subscribers away from 10,500. Loggy says, how's it going, mate? Good luck tonight. Well, I'm not a supporter of either of these teams. I'm a Brisbane Roar fan, but we unfortunately got knocked out first week of finals. And that was not the great. That was by Adelaide United at Redcliffe. Sorry, no, I only said Suncorp at Redcliffe. But here we go. The only trophy, the only silverware that Melbourne City have ever won was that FFA Cup title a few years ago. Can they break the duck? Can they get it first up here? So Melbourne City here. Starting lineup is obviously Glover with Galloway, Reese, Griffiths and Jamison. Luna, O'Neill and Berenguer with Atkinson, Kolikovsky and Telio up front. On the bench, they've got Sutton, Noon, Naboot, Gamolka, Garuccio, Borges, Rodriguez, and Stokes up there in the substitutes. So, look, they basically play a 5 at the back, though. The Melbourne City do. They really do keep that lockdown at the back. I know that was a kind of a 4-3-3, but in the same sense, we know how it goes. So, Sydney FC's team today, Hayward Bell is the goalkeeper with Retre, Wilkinson, Warland, King, Barbarouses, Caceres, Bratton, Baumjohann, and Lafondre and Boa up front. Pavlicic as the backup keeper, Flotman, Nikovic, Ivanovic, Van der Sar, Talbot, and Wood as the substitutes there. If it's not here, says who got winning plays. I've got Melbourne City 2-1. I'm going Melbourne City 2-1, but honestly could be 0-0 or honestly could be 1-1. Midwest Sports says, I saw your NBA tier list video last night. I love how you explained your hate for the Golden State. Well, to be honest, man, like I don't really hate them at all. I don't really have too much hate for any team besides Manchester United. But yeah, look, it's just they're too successful. Jonker Boxing MMA says 0-0 Sydney FC. Sydney 0-0 Sydney. City win on penalties. Well, there you go. All right, so he's saying City to win on penalties. What are you guys thinking? Are you guys thinking the exact same thing? I just feel like City's defence is pretty good, and honestly, we may even struggle to see a goal here in regards to Sydney. I do believe that City can break through. I do believe they can break through. But Kolikovsky, Melbourne City forward, he was actually a Melbourne Heart fan as a young kid. There you go. Tiger says penalty shootout may affect your stream. Absolutely, it would affect the stream. Lucas K says City wins 2-0. The Gunner says A-League in winter. What do you think? Not really, mate. Not really. Obviously, you don't see the same kind of crowds, even though the crowds aren't exactly fantastic anyway, regardless. But you don't see the same kind of crowds simply because, you got your rugby league, your AFL. Right now, it's a difficult time to really kind of understand what it'd be like on a normal year. But then again, will we ever get a normal year? This could be our life for the rest of ever. So, it's interesting. But personally, okay, so Sydney wins. He's going for Sydney here. He's thinking Sydney wins here. I don't know. I think Melbourne City's defence is pretty okay, mate. I think it's pretty okay. Obviously, they come into this and they beat Macarthur 2-0. Paddy Cat says, last Australian football match on Fox Sports before we go to Paramount Plus. Oh, there you go. That's a really strange little swapperoono there, but there we go. Drunken Boxing MMA says, I'm a Newcastle Jets fan. Fair enough, man. Obviously, it's been a tough few years for you guys since that, was it 2018 or 2016? I think it was 2018 grand final where Melbourne Victory robbed you. Well, I was at the game. I think it was Melbourne Victory robbed you on that nice little goal there in the first half. Daniel's Fishing says, free money. Where, though? I'm taking Melbourne City 2-1. I know Paddy Cat's getting around Sydney. I know he's saying that, but he's a Western City Wanderers fan. I'm not too sure why he's so buddy getting around the old buddy Sky Blues. Oh, well. You know, they're both kind of sky blue here, to be completely honest with you. John Skolson says, show the game due to broadcasting restrictions, bro. It is illegal to show you the game. This is obviously why we are here right now, because you are looking for an illegal stream, which I obviously cannot do publicly. But the game has started here, and Sydney FC will start off with the ball. Tiger Bro says, I'm in Newcastle. Well, there you go. So Melbourne City have the ball now. They're going to get past the halfway point. I think with City today, they really just need to rely on this defence that they have here. But they're going to have a nice little attack early here. They're going to have a nice little attack early here. They can do something early, deflected for it's going to be a corner. Wow, corner in the first minute of the game here. Corner of the first minute of the game. Owen Foley said, I don't really care who wins. I just hope there's goals. John Skolson, but last warning, bro. Literally, it's illegal. That's why you can't find it on YouTube or Twitch or anywhere. It is illegal to show you. So there you go. Paddock says, I hope the team in Sky Blue wins. But as a Wanderers fan, that's a big call. That's a big call, my man. That's a big, damn well call. But here we go. Sydney FC from the, Melbourne City from the corner. Out on the sideline. Here he rips it in. And that's a good chance. Oh my God. Melbourne City nearly just scored in the first minute of the game, but they're still going to have the ball here in the box. Nice little start to this game on the attack. We weren't expecting a great deal of attack in this game, and they've already started off very strong here in the... That's going to be a corner. Geez, another corner of Melbourne City. 2 corners in the first minute of the game. Wow, we were. Wow, we were. 2 corners in the first minute of this game. That is ridiculous. Were you expecting it? I don't believe so. Gunnar says, are you still in Sydney? Mate, I can't leave Sydney. I can't leave my house. I'm in lockdown right now, my guy. I'm in lockdown. I'm not allowed to leave Sydney. So, of course I am. Mate. Patrick says, people betting on the corners over loving it. Absolutely, yeah. They would be loving it. Melbourne City here with the ball at the edge of the box. He's going to whip this one in. Are they going to whip it in? No, he's going to get cut down there. And that was a really poor corner, to be completely honest with you. Really poor corner there, to be completely honest with you. Out to the right-hand side here. Melbourne City with the ball. Out in the edge of the box. Oh, chance here. Oh, my goodness me. It's going to be another corner. It's another corner here. No, it's going to be a goal kick. John Skelson, I'm going to have to time you out, my guy. Catch you later. I do see you in 5 minutes. Due to broadcasting restrictions, I cannot show you the game, and that's final. Daniel Celeste says, happy Sunday, brother. Hello, mate. How we doing? So, geez, Melbourne City with a massively fast start here, though. Massively fast start, and they've gotten 2 corners. Geez, I think that was the right call. 2 corners in the first minute is crazy. Aussie Gamer says, I'm a Perth fan, despite them trying to get a late finals push, finishing 9th, but for this, I'm Sydney for this. Late finals push, kind of. 9th place, I wouldn't really necessarily say that was too great of a push, because that's still, 3 spots out of the finals. But in the same sense, Perth were probably the major disappointment of this year out of any team. Out of any team, Perth were probably the most major disappointment. Simply because, unfortunately, they just didn't get off to a good start with their... Well, they actually kind of got off to an okay start, but defensively, they just leaked goals, and they had a lot of injuries, and it wasn't their year. It just was not their year. So over the top here, 3 minutes gone here in this game. Tiger Bro says, I should have left Newcastle to Sydney, but can't. Stupid lockdown. Yep. Well, why would you go Newcastle? You can go Newcastle to Sydney. You just can't go Sydney to Newcastle. Because Sydney's bloody ridiculous right now. Sydney's bloody ridiculous. Frederick, of course I'm doing Origin tonight, my man. Alrighty, so Melbourne City here with the ball, and definitely, I'm telling you, Patrick, I know you like a bit of Sydney FC action, but Melbourne City's starting off very strongly here, and I just feel like this is their time to finally get it done. This is their time to finally win the A-League in their history. And chance here for Melbourne City inside the box. And they're going to whip it across. And, oh, my God. He couldn't get that Kolikovsky. And that will come back out here. For Melbourne City. But, no, of course I'm doing Origin tonight. I'll be doing an Origin right after this. Evan's not here. Says, good old Gladdy putting us in lockdown. I hate to see it. Patty says, yes, City surprising me. Not surprising me at all. There's a reason why they came first. Ooh, Atkinson down the right-hand side here. Atkinson with a chance here. That's going to be corner again. 3 corners. People who bet on corners are going to be loving this. People who bet on corners are going to be absolutely loving this 4 minutes in. It is literally corner after corner after corner after corner, and all to Melbourne City. It's their 3rd corner of the game already. 4 minutes in, this is ridiculous. It's just bloody stupid, mate. Well, how many corners are you going to see? Is this just a corner game, or what's going on? What's going on here? So 4 minutes in. It's going to Luna with the ball on the corner. I feel like I'm going to do a short one here. Drunken Boxing says, my brother going to the Origin game, won a ticket to work. Well, there you go. Well, it should be a good game tonight. I'm feeling like it'll be a much better game tonight than it was last week, or the last time out. Melbourne City chance here. Oh, my goodness me. Atkinson came flying in, but he will not get anything there. And the ball will go over the sideline. Ball will go over the sideline here, so Melbourne City will throw this one back in. Very quick. They are just getting some absolute pace about this game so far. They are just really keeping the pace up and making sure that Sydney FC are getting tired on the defense, I guess. 31 passes completed to 7 in favour of Melbourne City 2. 86% pass accuracy to 57% for Sydney FC. Jeez, shocking. Tiger Bros says, I predict a million corners for City, 16... a million corners for City, 16 for Sydney. Well, fair enough, but Sydney, I don't know, are they even going to get the ball at this rate? They've had probably about 2% of the ball in the first 5 minutes here. They've probably had about 2% of the damn well ball in the first 5 minutes, mate. Alrighty, so 5 minutes gone here, and they're just playing around the back right now, around that halfway point. I feel like with Sydney FC, there's just nothing that excited me about their season this year. I feel like people have just obviously seen them get to the grand final and they're like, okay, well, they've won the last 2. They know how to get it done. They've got it done in the finals. They weren't necessarily great this year, but I think people have forgotten about how not great they were this year. They got the job done, but they were never fantastic. Melbourne City were fantastic at a period. Yes, obviously they lost that really red-hot momentum that they had going throughout that later of the middle part of the season. But I think people really did forget about how average Sydney FC were for a majority of the season. Up until probably 3/4 of the way in, no one really knew what Sydney FC was going to do, whether they were going to come top 2 or whether they were going to come, just inside the playoffs. Drunken Boxing says, Sydney flew under the radar this year, I thought. I disagree. I think that Sydney were really, really poor for a majority of it, but in the same sense, their poor is still better than a lot of the other teams. Their poor is still going to beat your teams like your Jets, like your Melbourne Victories. Obviously, Perth this year really struggled. Territory, 3% in Melbourne City's third, 60% in Sydney FC's third. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely crazy. So Sydney FC with the ball. Just playing this way out of it. They're just trying to hold the ball right now, I guess. And realistically, they shouldn't keep this pace about it. They should really try and slow it down. But Sydney FC push up in front here. In the corner, whips it down. No, Melbourne City will get that one. Melbourne City will get that one easy. Sydney FC clear it away. Blue Sports says, hey, let's go Sydney FC. Well, there you go, getting around Sydney. Obviously, there is a lot more Sydney FC fans than there is Melbourne City, because Melbourne Victory have a majority of those fans down there in Melbourne, and they'll be out for a goal kick here. So, unfortunately, Sydney FC won't be able to do anything with that, and it's going to come straight away back here for the boys from Melbourne. I'm getting around City, obviously, simply because they are Melbourne City. They are the City Football Group. I will always get around the City Football Group here. So that's why I'm kind of supporting City here. But in the same sense, it is a dodgy one because I do know what City Football Group can be like. The big games is when they choke. The big games is when they fall apart. Not just Melbourne City. I'm talking about every City Football Group game. Every City Football Group game. I'm not too sure how New York City FC have been going, but and Yokohama, I don't believe are that great. But in the same sense. Pattycat says, are you sure there's only 15k fans? There, it seems like Dan Andrews just opened the gates. I feel like there's a decent amount of people there. I definitely think there's more than 15k there. I definitely think there's more than 15k right now at the stadium. TTV Josh says, let's go Sydney FC, we will win easy. I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. There's a reason why Melbourne City finished top of the table. Oh my God, Tom Glover, what is he doing there? Jeez, that was a heart attack central. Nearly a goal there for Sydney FC. What are you doing, Glover? Gee whiz. So that's going to go out for a throw-in. So throw-in here to Melbourne City. But yeah, winning easy. Jeez, you've been under the pump for the first few moments here. I just don't know what Glover's doing there. Obviously you have a player running through there. Bobo was clearly coming through. Drunken Boxing MMA says, who wins the Euros? I don't know. Probably not Italy at this point. They really struggled against Austria today. And Austria actually, well, they scored a goal, but it was disallowed in regulation. And if they had got that goal, it would have ended 1-0 to Austria. So, based on the technical scoreline of if they had a kicked goal, because Italy obviously didn't. So, point of the matter is that look, it's probably not going to be Italy now. It's going to be obviously a big dog, man. It's going to be I wouldn't even be surprised with the Netherlands, to be completely honest with you. But I just don't think England's got a good chance at all, mate. They're really struggling. France probably does it, to be completely fair to you. Judge Play says Denmark wins the Euros. Would love to see it, man. That'd be the absolute underdog story. But in the same sense, passion can only beat the actual quality of a team like your Germanys and your Netherlands and stuff like that. when, for a certain amount of time, but getting back into the end, gee whiz. When you get to the final and the semi-final, it's a bit difficult for Denmark to win that. But if they do, that'd be fantastic. A bit of a Portugal story, because Portugal aren't that great besides Ronaldo normally. I think that was when Eder was playing for them. Eder was playing for him. He won the game for him in that final. But Sydney FC here. It's gonna be a goal. No, wow, it's gonna be a corner. I don't know what happened just then. Is that a corner or is that a goal kick? Is that a corner or is that a goal kick? Jungle Boxing says England has Portugal. No, England has Germany, don't they? I think England has Germany on Wednesday, don't they? Jeez, Tilio there has a shot, gets deflected, so it will be another corner here for Melbourne City. That's 4 corners in the first 9-10 minutes here. Gee whiz. Just says that's a corner, I think. Yeah, will be a corner here. So corner to Melbourne City from the left-hand side. Ned Williams says it's back. I'm back. It's been a while. Good on you, mate. Who are you getting around in this game? So up it goes here. Oh my God. It's going to be another corner. No, Tilio, yes. That should have been a goal. That should have been a goal. That should have been a goal. Bluesport says Melbourne has had a good year in my opinion, so I think they might win, but I go for Sydney FC. Well, obviously, Melbourne City did finish on top of the table. I can't believe they didn't score. Oh, man, off his chest, man. If he can control that, that definitely is a goal. But yeah, no, Melbourne City have had a fantastic year. They struggled at the beginning, and I still don't believe that Norbo is a good manager whatsoever. But no, Melbourne City have really powered home through that later middle part of the season. Paddock says England's Germany. Yeah, England's Germany. I know. The alternate ending of World War II, potentially. The alternate ending of World War II. How about that one? Should be interesting to see if that happens. So 11 minutes, well, based on what I believe the result will be, it's an alternate ending of World War II. TTV Josh says, if Queensland win tonight, we'll donate $100 up the Blues. Yeah, sure you will, man. If you do, good on you, man. But it's a big call when it's at Suncorp Stadium. It's a big call. So Sydney FC will clear that ball away pretty easy there. Peter Cat says, Jas has just said that Sydney doesn't look like they belong in this grand final. I wouldn't necessarily disagree with him so far. I think that Melbourne City have definitely started off the better, but in the same sense, throughout this start, it's still 0-0. Like, you can't complain too much here. I guess it's not really been down to the Sydney defence that they haven't scored, but it's been more down to the lacklustre attack from Melbourne City, I guess. But their attack has been pretty strong in regards to getting up forward, but their clinical finishing obviously isn't there. Midway Sports says, what time is it in Australia right now? It is 5:19 p.m. in Sydney right now, man. The whole east coast of Australia is 5:20 p.m. So 11 minutes 45 gone here in this game. Espo says, who wins tonight, mate? I've gone Melbourne City. I said Melbourne City before the game, and right now they're looking the strongest for it. But in the same sense, it is still 0-0 after 11 minutes, 12 minutes. City have had like 4 corners already. Chance here, City. No, cleared away there by Melbourne City. So 12 minutes gone here, guys. Let's go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you are new around here. Don't forget, we post and stream every single day. We've got State of Origin right after this, the big one, State of Origin Game 2, plus obviously Cubbies and Dodgers Game 4 tomorrow in the morning. And if you're in America, mate, I tell you what, buddy, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. The guy says, hope England win, but somehow they seem to always bottle it. Mate, England aren't even getting past Germany. And Germany aren't exactly unbelievable anymore, but England aren't even getting past Germany, to be completely honest with you. So Melbourne City will clear this ball away. Oh, bad clearance, though. Bad clearance. Oh, my goodness me. Tane Wihari says, hey, hello, mate. How you doing? So 13 minutes gone here. Thank you very much to whoever just subscribed. Espo, thank you very much, my guy. Thank you very much. Oh, gee whiz, I'm moving the bloody camera around. My goodness me, what's going on here? There we go. Now we're back. Perfect. All right, we're back. So 13 minutes gone here. 13 minutes gone. Melbourne City cleared this one down the line. We're on 38 likes right now, guys. I know we can get 2 more likes. Let's get up to 40 right damn well now, baby. Right damn well now. Parapro Games says, I go for Italy in the Euros. Well, Italy struggled last night against Austria. They had to go to extra time. Extra time. Tony, what are you talking about? What's going on? What's going on there? So 14 minutes gone here. Melbourne City definitely on top, though. Sam the Man says, who are you going for? I'm going for Melbourne City. But the reason why I believe they're going to win this is because there's a reason why they top the table. And I think even though they've got a very similar-ish layout, I guess, to Sydney FC in regards to the player attributes and player quality between the two teams, I do believe that obviously Melbourne City will be able to come through in this one. Peter says, yeah, it's true. Free on KO. There you go. Good stuff. Free on KO. But Sydney FC really need to start getting a bit more of a move on, to be honest with you. You can't let Melbourne City just sit on the attack. By sitting on the attack, it's just going to lay a precedent that, considering it's at home as well, it's at AAMI Park. This is a bit of an odd tactic here by Sydney to just let Melbourne City just attack, and dominate the possession of this game. Midwest Sports says, Cubs better win tomorrow. I'm confused why we even pitched to Bellinger today. Realistically, it should have been a walk, to be honest with you. The ump screwed us by not giving that 4-0 walk because that pitch was well and truly outside the zone. But in the same sense, can't do anything about it. And we benefited from that call, and yet we lost because of that call. So they'll go over the sideline there. Sam, the man says, but City are missing Jamie McLaren. They are missing Jamie McLaren, but I just feel like the way they attack and the way they hold the ball and what we've seen so far in this game, that they definitely will have the ability to push past the Sydney defence, because I don't really necessarily rate the Sydney defence overall. I'm not a big fan of the Sydney defence. I think their midfield's good, but I've never really been a fan of Sydney's defence. Frenzy, of course, I'm streaming Origin later. So Melbourne City here with the ball. At the halfway point, nice tackle there. Very nice tackle there, and they put it out to the left-hand side. So 15 minutes gone here. I guess you also want to see that someone new win, but chance here for Melbourne City. It's bounced here. It's bounced perfectly here for Melbourne City. Chance here. Tilio puts it back, and that was just a shocking attack there. That was a shocking attack. They had so much opportunity and just completely scuffed that. So outside the end of the box here, Galloway. Galloway has a shot, and it goes right on back to about the halfway point. It goes right on back to about the halfway point here. So it's going to come off. Jeez, that was a terrible attack. And Sydney FC are going to sneak this one. No, that's a free kick. That's arguably a yellow card, to be honest with you. That's arguably a yellow card. Freddie says, New South Wales or Queensland? New South Wales on top. It's at Suncorp Stadium. I'm going to take Queensland, but I think Queensland gets pumped in Game 3. But I think Queensland will be able to win Game 2 here tonight. I think Queensland will be able to win Game 2 here tonight. But obviously the A-League Grand Final's on right now. We'll try and focus on that one. Thoughts on the Molotov situation? Ask me in the Origin stream, my guy. So 16 minutes gone here. Sydney with the ball. They get it out to the left-hand side here. Ask me about NRL and the next stream, guys. We're obviously not talking about rugby league right now. So Sydney FC haven't really put on any kind of attack yet. I haven't even seen anything that really has gone into the box that has scared me whatsoever, or made me think that Sydney FC are right up for this one. I wouldn't necessarily disagree with Just that this team looks like they should be in the grand final. Like, obviously, we probably would have seen any other team in the grand final. They would have looked even worse because, we look at Brisbane Roar played. Geez, wins against Adelaide. They just let 2 goals in quickly against Tommy Urich, and then couldn't fight their way back. You go and have a look at MacArthur, and they just overall struggled, to be completely honest with you. Who else really was there? Adelaide United weren't ever great. Brisbane Royal Post says, geez, it's packed, it's full stadium. There's no way it's the 15K up. There's no way that 15K is the actual crowd number here. That's when it says Western Sydney Wanderers should have been better. Would have been better. Well, no, mate. They didn't make the playoffs. They didn't even make the finals. On fault, Nikovic will make the difference, I think, later in the game. I think that Sydney have a better grindy tactic. I think that if anything, Sydney are able to grind this win out of them. If they're going to win this, it is going to be a 1-0, and it is going to be a grindy tactic which just keeps going and frustrates and frustrates and frustrates. But obviously, that is going to have to rely on the fact that City don't score. Thanks, Daz, mate. So 18 minutes gone here. Sydney FC with a free kick out to the left-hand side here. Can they whip this little bad boy in? Good chance here. Bratton puts it all the way. Speaking of Brisbane Roar, here he is. And it's going to be Sydney FC corner. Corner here, Sydney FC. This is their first corner of the game, I think. I believe this could be their first corner of the game right now. Because that just bounces back their far edge of the post, comes back, and then City just hit it out for a corner. So, alrighty, can Sydney FC put one in here? Barbarousis, he's a very polar kind of opposite opinion player at Sydney FC. People don't know whether to say he's very good or whether he's very bad since his days at Victory. And up here, Sydney FC, no chance. No, Melbourne City will kick it away. Sydney FC put it out to the wing. Whips it in, and that's well and truly over the bar. Well and truly over the bar there. No hope of that one going in. Medvedev says, I'm sick and tired of seeing Sydney FC winning every single time. Fair enough. Obviously, people do have a problem with seeing the repetitiveness of the sport, and that's why I guess people would enjoy watching Melbourne City. It depends, because obviously Melbourne City have a bit of a different style about how they've gotten to the top and how they've become successful. Sydney FC have done it successfully by kind of just growth and the right tactics, and Melbourne City have done the same thing, but it's a little bit more of a quicker motion because of the way that they got taken over and the way they were able to put a little bit more money into the club. So 19 minutes gone here. Owen Foley says, who do you think will win between Belgium and Portugal? Can't wait for that game. Belgium. I'll take Belgium in that game. I think Portugal are overrated compared to what people keep making them out to be. I think Belgium definitely win that game, and I definitely want to be backing in the Belgiums. Thermstar says, stream the game. Man, unfortunately, due to broadcasting restrictions, it's illegal. Literally every sport in the world is illegal to stream live, so you're going to get timed out. I'm just saying you there. Because of that end of the comment, man. But the reason why you're so angry is because you can't find a stream, because it is illegal for you to see. Actually, it's free to watch on KO. Go and watch it on KO. Go and watch it on KO, man. But we can't stream it, unfortunately, on YouTube. But that's going to be a free kick here to Sydney FC in the attacking half. It is free, mate. It is free on KO. So 20 minutes gone here, guys. Let's hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Sydney FC now with the ball. They've kind of slowly got their possession a little bit more back into it now. It's not just all Melbourne City like it was in that opening 15 minutes, that opening 10 minutes. They just tried to ambush them, I guess, and didn't really work out. And now Sydney FC have been able to kind of get a bit more possession going. So right-hand side here. Right-hand side, Sydney FC. It's a goal. Sydney FC scored a goal. It's 1-0 Barbarousas. It's 1-0 Barbarousas. 1-0 Barbarousas, 1-0 Sydney FC. As we were speaking about Barbarousas, he's hit a goal, and it's now 1-0 Sydney FC. That is a fantastic goal from outside of the box. And gee whiz, wow, Sydney FC have scored a goal. It is 1-0. That came out of nowhere. That came out of literally nowhere, that one. So 1-0, Barbarousas puts it into the back of the net. And gee whiz, you'd be happy with that one if you're a Sydney FC fan. You are taking the lead 1-0 in the A-League Grand Final. And Barbarousas, out of nowhere, puts it into the back of the net from outside the box. And that is just a sweet hit. He slips over, but it just goes top left corner. And you are not stopping that, my friend. You are not stopping that one at all. Oh, wow. It was actually close. It wasn't actually top left corner, but it was a nice goal. Glover does get a little bit of a finger to it, but it does go into the back of the net. Rogan Douglas says, wow, Gold Coast Titans Sports says, damn, so you need to pick up the defence. To be honest, not really, mate, to be completely honest with you. Like, that wasn't really against the defence, that goal. That was just a fantastic shot from outside the box that ended up going into the top left-hand area of the net. Obviously, Tommy Glover couldn't get his hand to it. He got a little bit of a touch to it, but not a strong enough hand. And that will be Costa Barbarousas' third grand final goal. Carlos Scheller says, where is this being played because of the lockdowns in Melbourne and Sydney? There is no lockdown in Melbourne. This is being played at AAMI Park. The lockdown in Melbourne was a couple of weeks ago. That's finished now. So there's apparently meant to be 15,000 people here at this game today, but obviously there is more than 15,000 people at this game. So this is dangerous now for Melbourne City because they dominated that opening 20 minutes, and realistically, Sydney FC have just hit them back and now lead 1-0, and that is very dangerous because Sydney FC can just sit back and hope that City can't score, to be honest with you. They don't need to keep attacking here, but they are still attacking here. They're outside the edge of the box. They're going to whip this one in. No, blocked away. It will be a throw in here to Melbourne City. Sorry, Sydney FC. Medvedev says, Sydney have not had the best season, but they're a pretty clutch team when it matters. Absolutely. They haven't had the best season, but then again, no one's really had the greatest of seasons. You can definitely pick apart Melbourne City's season too. But here we go. Chance of Melbourne City down the left-hand wing. Chance here, Melbourne City. Chancey, can he link up with anybody? No one's really there. It gets it across. It should be a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. What a response. 1-1. Melbourne City go bang right back into him. It is 1-1 after 23 minutes here. Sydney FC probably get one of the most out of turn and just random goals you'll see, which was a fantastic goal. And then as they basically are celebrating their goal still, Melbourne City hit right back. It is 1-1, and what a grand final we got here. Wow. Goal. Melbourne City, gee whiz. Good goal too, top right corner. They break down that left wing, and look at that transition, man. Look at that transition. They've got 5-on-1 here, Sydney FC, but it ends up just getting its way outside here to the wing. And look at this. He just sets himself up, and then puts it top right-hand corner of the net, and he's shushing the crowd. He gets around it. He goes towards the corner, and there we go. The game is back tied literally a few seconds ago. It was 1-0 Sydney FC. A few seconds before that, it was 0-0, and now he's tied up at 1-1. Wowee. Ryan Rankin says, whoa. Wowee. That is a goal and a half, and that is a response and a half. That is a response and a half. Gunnar says, great run. Medvedev says, where's the match being played at Amy Park in Melbourne, mate? Amy Park in Melbourne, because so Nathaniel Atkinson will score the goal, 71 games and 3 goals. He doesn't score a great deal of goals, but that's a clutch one right there. You don't need him to score a billion goals, you just need him to score that goal, and he did. Eva's not here, says this is going to be a great match. Well, right now, it definitely is, yeah. Sydney FC grinded their way to prevent that goal from the first start. Chancey Sydney FC again on the bounce back, right away, bounce back potential. No, Melbourne City cleared that one away outside the box. Jimbo Roos says, go Sydney, go. Well, they were up 1-0 just about 2 minutes ago, and now it's back to 1-1. Lungus says, who do you think will win the Euros? Melbourne City with a chance. No, it's going to be a free kick. It's going to be a yellow card to Sydney FC. Yellow card to Sydney FC here. Oh, here we go. Bratton and Atkinson really going at it head-to-head. Bratton and Atkinson going head-to-head there. You've got to be a bit careful there, especially Bratton, who just got a yellow card. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. It's probably going to be someone like France, but in the same sense, I would love to see Netherlands or I'd love to see Belgium, to be completely honest with you. Denmark, obviously, ideally, but it won't happen. Aussie says, don't follow soccer, but I'm going for Melbourne. Well, you're in for a bloody good game, mate, to give you a bit of a taste test of what the sport's like, because 1-1 in the first 25 minutes here. People were saying that this was going to be a low-scoring bloody ball draw, but it could still be a ball draw of a 1-1, but it's not looking like a boring one. It's looking like it could still be a draw, though. Medvedev says, I'm kind of surprised it's being played in Melbourne because of the lockdown they had last week, but nevertheless, it deserves to be held in Melbourne considering the way City's played. Well, there's no way it would have been played in Sydney, considering what's going on right now with the lockdown. Considering what's going on right now with the lockdown, there's no way it would have been held in Sydney. So this is being held at the home of the champions of the plate. So there you go. But Sydney FC with the ball here at the halfway point, and it's going to be nice play there. To be honest with you, you cannot call it a free kick, and he won't call it. Okay, here we go. Chancey Melbourne City. They're going to spread down the right hand side. You get that ball down the wing. Galloway's there. Inside the box. There's a goal. Oh no, he missed it. How does he miss that? It's an open header. Berenguer, how do you miss that? That is an open goal. How do you miss that? I literally called it as a goal. I literally called it as a goal because there's no way you miss that. I literally called that as a goal because there's no way you miss that. You are free in the middle of the box. You score that every day of the week. How do you miss that header? Oh my goodness me. Jeez, that is easier to score than miss. Absolutely. Rogan Douglas says, how many yellow cards do you think there'll be? 5+, 4+. There will be a lot because both these teams obviously do have a history of last year, and I feel like grand finals do usually see a few yellow cards because obviously the intensity is there, and that, my friend, could actually be a yellow. It's not going to be a yellow card, but it will be a free kick here to Melbourne City. Golgos Titan supporter says, how do you miss that? I don't understand how he missed that, to be completely honest with you. He's in the middle of the center. He's literally in the center. Gunner, I'm in the Shire, mate. I'm in the Shire. So 27 minutes gone, and what a game we are witnessing right now. Honestly, this is just a great game to witness, and that's going to be another free kick here to Melbourne City inside the defensive half. Pattycat says this game is already better than last year's game. Absolutely. Last year's game was shocking. We had to wait until extra time to get the first goal, which was Ryan Grant, and that was the only goal. Tiger Bro says, who scored? It was Atkinson for Melbourne City, and it was Barbarouses for Melbourne. Barbarouses for Sydney FC, yeah. Tane says, are you in the Shire? I'm in Caringbah. Good on you, man. I am in the Shire, yes. I am in the Shire. So Melbourne City here with the ball at the halfway point. Gold Coast Titan Sport says, is lockdown boring? Mate, I lived in a hotel room for 2 weeks to get back from Fiji. No. I stream anyway. It's just an excuse for me to stream even more. Noah Iwasa says, don't think G3 will be at Sydney. Yeah, no, I don't think so. But we'll talk about that later in the next stream. But Sydney FC with the ball, no, Melbourne City cleaned that one up there. So the way this game's gone, the first 15 minutes was completely and utterly dominated by City. The next 5 minutes after that was basically dominated by Sydney FC getting back into the game and then scored the goal. Literally a few moments later, Melbourne City cancelled that one out, and it's back to Melbourne City dominating this game. Dylan Ferguson says, who's the favourite to win the game? I think Melbourne City was the favourite to win the game. Melbourne City was the favourite to win the game. I'm not too sure what the odds were looking like, but they definitely were the favourites. So that's going to go out for a throw-in. Memphis says, depends on what you do during lockdown. Exactly right. Just watch BKR Sports streaming and you'll have a good time. We will have a Origin 2 stream right after this, and then obviously tomorrow we do have the Cubbies and the Dodgers in the Game 4 of the baseball. Game 4 of that series. Should be good. Tane says, I was in a hotel room for 2 weeks as well when I went to New Zealand. Yep. Well, I enjoyed it. I loved my 2 weeks. Food included. Bloody. You got free internet included. You got great beds. You got fantastic bloody shower, bath, everything. It was awesome. It was awesome. You had no responsibilities besides the stream. So that's going to go over the sideline there. We'll go over the sideline here, and Melbourne City will get the ball in their defensive half. TSM says, is Sydney FC good? Well, Sydney FC won the last 2 years in a row. Sydney FC have won the last 2 years in a row. Frenchie, shush, what's that? What are you talking about? You're dreaming, mate. You're bloody dreaming. You're bloody dreaming if you think that we got Anthony Davis at the Bulls, mate. Stop it. Stop bloody talking nonsense, mate. Stop talking nonsense. Marcus Blessington says, who are you going for? I'm getting around Melbourne City because they've never won it before, and also because they're City Football Group, and also because I believe they're going to win, to be completely honest with you. Melbourne says, sports on TV and hotel room with 5-star room. I know, it's pretty bloody good. It is pretty bloody good, mate. It is pretty bloody good. You can't complain with it. You cannot complain with it. People complain. They're like, oh, man, why would you want to be in a room for 2 weeks? When it's a 5-star hotel room, mate, you're not complaining. Especially when you have no responsibilities except for just chilling there and having a bloody good damn old time. Thank you very much to Tane for subscribing. Rogan Douglas says, what is the score going to be, do you think? I said 2-1 before the game started, so I can't really change off that. Yeah, see, I can easily check to see if Anthony Davis came in. Obviously, it has not happened, my friend. Obviously, it's not happened. Because that'd be an absolutely massive trade. So Melbourne City here with the ball outside the box. Outside the box here. I'm aware that Davis's hometown is Chicago. That's the only reason I thought that was even remotely possible. But we'd need a massive trade for that to happen. Melbourne City here inside the box. Corner. Corner here for Melbourne City. Corner here for Melbourne City. It will be a corner. So 30 minutes gone here, guys. Let's hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to 50 likes before the end of the first half. And obviously subscribe if you're new around here. Paul Provost says, who are you going for? Sorry, was not here at the start. I am getting around Melbourne City because they have not won before. So I'm getting around the underdog. Well, they're not the underdog, I guess, but in the same sense, they've never won before. So I'm getting around a team that's not done it. It's not done it yet. Because Sydney FC has won the last 2 in a row. So you know what I'm saying? So Melbourne City here, put the ball on the side, and that's cleared away. Cleared away. No, Melbourne City here still with a chance inside the box. Oh, wow. What are you doing there, bro? What are you doing there? It's another corner for Melbourne City. It's another corner there for Melbourne City. Jeez, that's poor. Jeez, that's poor there. Rogan Douglas says, let's go Melbourne. Peter Sherman says, go the Blues. Tiger Bro says, Ryan Grant is my cousin's friend. He's my cousin's friend's dog's best friend's son's sister's wife's mother. Paul says, same, they're playing really good so far, both teams are. Well, Sydney FC weren't good for the first 20, or first 15, but they definitely have worked their way back into this game. So 6 corners to 1 in favour of Melbourne City. United fans out there, that's a great scoreline if it was just swapped around to 1-6. But Melbourne City here with the ball outside the edge of the box. Chance here if they want to take a crack. Not much is opening up for them, though. Not much is opening up for them at the edge of the box here. Not much is opening up. That's going to be a free kick. A goal kick. That is terrible. That is a terrible corner. Absolutely terrible corner there from Melbourne City. Amazing Ray says, go Melbourne City and Storm. Robin Douglas says, I go for Queensland. Did you know? Good stuff, mate. It's French says, I'm pretty pissed off that Cubbies lost yesterday and today. Mate, you should have seen us during the stream. I was not happy. I was not a happy chappy when Bellinger hit that walk-off. But in the same sense, we have competed in the series, and that's all I've needed to really see against a top dog like the Dodgers. But we definitely should have been probably winning today with our bullpen doing so well, except for Keegan Thompson. Alrighty, so Melbourne City here with the ball, and no, that's going to be Sydney FC free kick. Tiger Bro says, you should have showed us a bit of the game, a snippet of it. No, I can't, mate. I can't do it. I can't show you the game at all. The best I can do is commentate the game. It's illegal. It's French says, I didn't know you were streaming it. I stream every single Cubbies game, my guy. I stream, buddy, I've streamed every single one of the Dodgers series so far, but considering I'm in lockdown, I'm streaming every single Cubs game from now on out. So we will be doing again tomorrow at 9:10 in the morning. We start up for game number 4 of the series, and then we play Milwaukee in Milwaukee. So Melbourne City here with the ball, and that's going to be a Melbourne City throw-in. There you go. Josh Sam says, wasn't Melbourne City playing Sydney FC last season? Yes, the grand final last season was Melbourne City versus Sydney FC. The year before that was Sydney FC versus Perth Glory. That was a nice little cheeky one. Tiger Bro says, you showed a bit of the game, sorry. What do you mean I showed a bit of the game? How could I have showed the bit of the game? Again, I showed a bit of the game. Mevita says, Evan's not here, that's everyone's dream. What do you say? I can't wait to see the second spoon on the Broncos poster. I know, it's going to be bloody incredible. We will have a 2020 and a 2021 Broncos spoon poster. That'd be beautiful. Beautiful. So that's going to be a free kick here to Sydney FC, and this game's kind of slowed down a little bit. It's slowed down a little bit in comparison. Just had to give it a bit of net crack there. Get a bit of a neck crackarino going. But I've enjoyed this first half. I definitely have. You know, people were talking about how it's going to be boring, but I just don't see this one as boring right now. And it definitely is more than 15,000. It's definitely more than 15,000 at the game. Melbourne is trying to get in trouble. Well, they can try all they like, but there's no way I would ever show the game footage ever. It's French says, "What do you use to watch the Cubbies?" I watch MLB.TV, mate. You can get a free trial for I think 2 weeks, or I think it's 3 days now. But at the beginning of the season, it was 2 weeks. So Melbourne City are going to get like that ball there. Oh, that's a bad tackle. It's going to be Melbourne City here breaking away. It should be a yellow card here regardless. It will be a yellow. You're surely going to give a yellow card here. You've absolutely got to give a yellow card here. That's a second yellow. This is a second yellow here. This is a second yellow. This is a second yellow. This should be a red card here for Luke Bratton. This should be a red card here for Bratton. It's going to be a red card here for Bratton. Bratton's gone here. Bratton is gone. Luke Bratton will get a red card here. And Luke Bratton is gone. It's a second yellow. And Luke Bratton is gone for the game. You are an idiot, my guy. You are an idiot. Luke Bratton has just been red carded for Sydney FC. And 35 minutes in here, Melbourne City are going to be on the attack now, son. Melbourne City are going to be on the attack now. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. He is gone, Luke Bratton. He is gone. Tasman says City should win now. They were favourites from the beginning anyway, but geez, Bratton, you are an idiot. Paddy said that was terrible. I know, it's an idiot. It's a stupid tackle. It's a stupid tackle. It was never, ever going to do anything. Like, it was never... What was the point of that tackle, realistically? What was the point of that tackle? Malcolm says, wow, that just wrecked his team's chance. Absolutely. Absolutely. And really early in the game, too. It's not even half-time yet. It's not even half-time yet, and he comes in, and that's nearly arguably a red card straight. You know, you could nearly argue that's a straight red card. Without the original yellow card. But, wowee, that is just a terrible tackle there. Terrible decision, and there we go. See you later. Dasmate says he might have time to get a haircut now. Well, the ex-Brisbane Raw man, he said, you know what, Sydney? Tell you that. It's funny, he says, all gone to shit. It has gone to shit here. It has gone to shit here for the Sydney FC, the Blues. It's not looking good right now. No, they're not the only team in blue that will lose tonight. Nevertheless says, I know it has nothing to do with the game, but my Crows are getting flogged at the moment. Who are the Crows playing? Who are the Crows playing? So see you later, Luke Bratton. You are in the you're in the bin, mate. But you're in the bin for a lot more time than you would in the NRL. You are in the bin. Evan's not here's a shit tackle, but I got to feel bad for him. Why? He's made 2 stupid tackles that made no sense, either of them, and he's gone to the sheds early because he's an idiot for making those 2 tackles. So no, I don't feel bad for him at all. He made the decision to dive in those tackles. Pro Hot Dog says, well, I'm from Sydney, and it looks like the Blues look like Maroons. What? Owen Foley says, what formation do you think Sydney will play now? They're going to have to go very defensive. It is only 1-1. They have to basically play this to penalties. They have to try and play this to penalties at this stage because realistically, they were going to struggle to score even with the full 11, and now they're going to struggle with obviously 10 men. But like overall, yeah, it's going to be difficult to see Sydney FC trying to play for the win in regulation, to be completely honest with you. Muscat's just must be sweating now. Absolutely. He was sweating beforehand, apparently. So 36 and a half minutes gone here, guys. Go and hit that thumbs up button. 1 like away from 50. Obviously, subscribe if you are new around here. We stream every single day. Dylan Ferguson says, that was never a yellow card. He unlucky. How was it ref fallen for that? That was absolutely a red card, my guy. You could make an argument for that being a straight red. So Bobo's going to come off here for Van der Sar. So Bobo will come off here early because they have to bring off the player, but that's absolutely a red card, my guy. I have no care factor for who wins this game, but that's absolutely a red card. Every day of the week. every day of the week. So 38 minutes gone here. Rogan Douglas says, I predict Queensland will win 28-16. What do you think? We'll talk about that at the next stream, brother. We'll talk about that. Oh, thank you very much to Alex for subscribing. Appreciate you. It's funny, says, I kind of want to see MacArthur in the grand final. I didn't because they're very boring to watch. MacArthur are an incredibly boring team to watch. They are an incredibly boring team to watch majority of the time. Sometimes they can have an absolute stellar performance, and majority of the time they can just sit back and just let the other team kind of mess it up themselves. There's no kind of cohesion with MacArthur besides the fact they just know how to defend, I guess. But then again, they didn't defend last week when they lost 2-0 to Melbourne City. But if anyone thinks that wasn't a yellow, that was absolutely yellow, and the first one was definitely a yellow too. So there's 2 yellow cards, and they were both justified. Pro Hot, who do you think will win? Well, Melbourne City now, and I said Melbourne City before the game anyway, so now with a red card as well. Well, that's a bit of a debatable free kick there. You can't be giving that one. He didn't even trip him down. He didn't even trip him down. Like, what's this? How is this a free kick? He doesn't actually connect with him. He doesn't actually connect with him at all. HSBS says it could be 3-1 City win. Fair enough. I could see nearly more at this point. Thank you much, George Charles, for subscribing. I could see it. Yeah, 3-1 does seem the most reasonable at this point. But in the same sense, you've got to remember this. Red cards aren't easy to score with. Just because someone has a red card doesn't actually make it easier. It actually makes it harder, in my opinion. Why? Because the other team just sits back and they've got players who know that they have to work harder for the lack of another player, right? So it actually makes it a lot of the time more difficult than easy. And that's why you see in the Premier League, a lot of the time with a red card, you'll see that the other team will just sit back and do jack shit, right? That's the Premier League. That's not the grand final. Grand final's different because City they have to score still. But you will see a very negative gameplay from City FC from this point. Melbourne says, I read our Wellington Phoenix has lost 6 players for next season. Yeah, it's going to be difficult seeing Wellington going into the future. So Melbourne City here with the ball at the halfway point. Patercat jumps in between. Frenchie. So outside the box right now, he's going to whip this one down to the left-hand side. But yeah, if you were a betting man, you'd probably be looking at 3-1 as the correct score at this point. But it does make it very... If Melbourne City do score, you could see a blowout. If Melbourne City do score, you could see a blowout happening. But if Melbourne City don't score until, probably the 70th minute, it'll probably just finish the 2-1. W the Spoken says, go Queensland. Good on you, mate. Tasman says, watch Sydney fans say robbed. There's no way. If you're a Sydney FC fan, I get it. Obviously, support your team and believe that you got robbed all you like, but you didn't, because that was absolutely a second yellow card. Absolutely a second yellow card. Pro Hot Dog says, I'm thinking Melbourne win here. You are probably thinking right. So Melbourne City will head that ball backwards here into the attacking half and chance here. Oh, no, it's going to be cleared away by Sydney. W says, Spoken says, does this game have a crowd? Yes, mate, it's in Melbourne. If it was in Sydney, then no way. But in Melbourne, yes. There is meant to be 15,000 capacity, but there is more than 15,000 there. There's absolutely more than 15,000 there. It's Frenchie says, robbed, relaxed with the best in the league. Chill, Sydney FC. No, he's saying that Sydney FC fans are going to say that they've been robbed. Dasmate's actually a Wanderers fan. I know, he is an idiot. We get it. We know. We know. Jim Maru says, AFL Bulldogs lead the Eagles 92-37. Jeez, that's a big scoreline. So Melbourne City with the ball inside the attacking half. Oh, taken down the edge of the box. It's going to be Melbourne City's ball here still. Gets the ball out to the wing. Chance he could have a shot. No, that's going to be, my goodness me. Aiden Haga says he doesn't like both teams. And I think this is going to be a head. There's something to do with his head here for Sydney FC. Patercat says, Jas thinks it was a clear second yellow. That's what I'm saying. See, by the way, it's Frenchie was like, oh, Patercat's left eye, he's going to Jas' stream. I'm like, Patercat jumps between the two. He jumps between the two. He kind of relays messages that I'm talking about to Jas and Jas to me. It was absolutely a second yellow. Absolutely. There's no way it wasn't a second yellow. It's Frenchie says, I'm a Wanderers fan too, remember? I pray for you, my guy. I pray for you because that is a tough life. But... Okay, so let's have a look at what happens here. So he just goes in, and I think his foot might connect with his head or something. I don't know. HSBS says 4 to 6 goals possible. I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. Red card. The only way we can see the 4 to 6 goals is if City score before halftime. If City score before halftime, then realistically Sydney have to attack. Sydney have to attack and attack really strongly. At this point, Sydney FC are going to play for the penalties. Sydney FC will play for penalties, and as Origin fans, we don't want to see that. Thank you very much, Josh Cook, for joining the BKRmy. I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you very much for joining up, and I hope you do enjoy, but you're a legend, my guy. Thank you very much. Melbourne City with a chance here. He whips it across. Oh, straight to the keeper. Straight to the keeper. And a bit of Cubbies dancing. We're still looking good, the Cubbies. Don't you worry, son. Don't you worry. We're still looking all right. Patercats has seen some people blaming Hayward Bell for City's goal. How so? How is that Hayward Bell's fault? If anything, you'd be blaming Glover for not having a stronger hand on the Sydney FC goal, but I don't believe it's either of the goalkeepers' faults for either of those goals, to be completely honest with you. I don't get it. I don't get it, to be completely honest with you. I just realised we weren't live. I just realised we're at the 43-minute mark right now. I didn't realise we weren't actually live. George Charles says, come on, City. Come on, City. Come on, City. So Melbourne City in the attacking half here, 44 minutes gone. They're going to punch forward here to around... they're into the attack and third. They've spent... Obviously, most of this game has been in the attack and third. Sydney FC had a little bit of possession from the 20 to 26 minute mark, but that's about it. That's literally about it in regards to Sydney. In regards to a solid point of possession. Besides that, it's been all Melbourne City, in my opinion. Outside to the left-hand side here, outside the box. What are Melbourne City going to do here? What are Melbourne City going to do here? They're going to whip it in. Whip it in. Chance here. Oh, my God. That was a good whip in, but it just unfortunately didn't fall to the Melbourne City head. Thank you much to Regamoto Finiasi for subscribing. Appreciate you. So 1 minute left here of the first half. And down the right-hand side, they're going to go here. Oh, Sydney FC here. Nice little defense there. Melbourne City, chance. Inside the box. Inside the box. Oh, penalty maybe. Penalty. It is a penalty. It's a penalty, Melbourne City. It's a penalty to Melbourne City. Wow. Penalty, Melbourne City. That is a huge call here, and I am scared for Sydney FC going forward in this game because this is a very, very difficult position for them. They've got a red card. They've given away a penalty. I think Melbourne City could take this one away. And take it away at the toilet seats. That's incredible. That's incredible. But let's have a look here. So let's see if VAR still give it. I think that's a penalty. I think that's a penalty. We're going to have a look here. So he gets past him here, and that's absolutely a penalty. Absolutely a penalty. Dylan Ferguson, the referee is awful. Brother, the referee has been right in regards to the red card, and he's been right in regards to the penalty. That is absolutely a stone-cold, stonewall penalty. He connects with his leg and knocks it away. That's absolutely a clear penalty. There is no way you could say that's not a penalty. So 45 minutes gone here. 1-1 Melbourne City here. Can they put this ball past the line? Can they put it in? George Charles' what happened to Bobo? Got taken off. Melbourne City here. It's a goal. Scott Jamison. Go. That is a goal to Scotty Jamison. And Melbourne City lead 2-1 here. Sydney FC with a red card. And I think Sydney FC are in the mud, to be completely honest with you. I cannot see them winning this game from here. And if they do, it's one of the greatest wins you will ever see. Dylan Ferguson's awful ruined game. Unfortunately, mate, you're just a guy who doesn't understand football if you think that wasn't a red card or a penalty. But time for you to cry some tears because it's pretty blatant. Both those calls were the right calls. But Melbourne City will put that ball into the back of the net there. Jamison says, get out my face. And that is a goal for Melbourne City. Boom. Right-hand corner. You got to love that. You love to see it. Tony says they got it in. They did get it in. Yeah, Patacat says I think that's game. Like I said, if Melbourne City score before half time, that's the only way I could see 4 to 6 goals. Besides that, it would normally probably finish 2-1 if it had stayed out 1-1 till half time. But I feel like this could be a blowout from here because now Sydney FC know they have to attack. Now Sydney FC have no excuses except to just attack. And with a red card, that's now leaving the space. So this now makes it easier to score for Melbourne City. It's not easy to score, and it's more difficult to score against a red card when you're tying 1-1 or down 2-1. But when you've given a red card to the opposition team and you're already leading, that makes it easy for you to score because the opposition team, especially in a grand final, now need to score. So that means massive gaps in the back. That means they're not going to have the same numbers to prevent, and they can't just defend. And Melbourne City here break away on the wing, and that's going to go out for a throw-in. So 4 extra minutes here, guys. We've gone 2 minutes past added time. We're at 4 minutes added time here. We've got 2 minutes left. So it's 2-1 here to Melbourne City. That's when it's the start of the blowout. Patacat, you must be loving this. Well, right now, this is my prediction scoreline. I said 2-1. Dylan Ferguson says City are going to win. Good luck, mate. Good luck. If Sydney FC win, that'll be the greatest comeback you'll have buddy seen in A-League history. Ooh, that's going to be here for Melbourne City. There's a chance here inside the box, and that's away here. They can whip this back. Anyone going to whip this back? No one's going to whip it back? Okay, well, there's no whip back there. Melbourne City here, chance. They're going to whip this across, and there's still no whip across. And inside goes out for... That's a good little clearance there from Sydney FC, to be completely honest with you. And that's going to go out for a goal kick. Aiden, please ask me a baseball question during a baseball stream. Tane says, no, mate, Sydney should have win, but they will lose. They will probably lose, my guy. They will probably lose. TSM, how long does Sydney FC have a red card for? The rest of the game. The rest of the game, butter. The rest of the game. The red card means he's gone for the whole game. Yellow card is a warning. Red card is gone for the rest of the game. Dasmate says red card's the whole game, absolutely. So Sydney FC with the ball here inside the attacking half, and that's going to go out for a throw-in here to Melbourne City. Yep, it will be. Tane says the Sydney coach has got to have a good talking to the team if we want to win. He needs talking, he needs praying, he needs a miracle. He needs to get on his knees and he needs to beg the gods above. for his team to get back in this game, because it's going to be incredibly difficult. Anthony Pappenhausen getting hyped for Origin. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. About 2 hours to go, or an hour and 40 to go. We need to pray that Melbourne City just win this in regulation so that I can start that stream on time. So 49 minutes gone here. That should be half time here. The referee should be calling half time. And that will be half time. So, half time will happen here. It'll be 2-1 Melbourne City. Red card to Sydney FC, plus obviously the penalty there. Both the correct decision. There is no controversy about either the decision. It was definitely a second yellow and it was definitely a penalty there. So, 2-1 Melbourne City, and Sydney FC have a lot of work to do to get back in this game and come back and win this game. I can't personally see it. Dylan Ferguson says never 2 yellows. You're an idiot, Bus. Like, we get it. We understand that you don't get football. We get it. You're an idiot. We understand that. Cool. But Melbourne City have clearly been the better team in that first half. Fair enough penalty. Fair enough red card, because those 2 yellows were just diabolically stupid by Luke Bratton. And Melbourne City are looking like they're going to win their first A-League title here, unless Sydney FC can provide the miracle. But guys, we're at 52 likes. Let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you are new around here. We're seeing if we can get to 10,500 tonight. So we're 15 subscribers away from that. Hit that subscribe button, and let's damn well go. Jimbo Rooster says Sydney FC win next year. NC Vlogs says unfair penalty. Absolutely not. How are Sydney FC fans complaining at this point? Like, how are you complaining about that penalty? Like, that's a blatant penalty. Like, how are you blatant? That's a blatant penalty, my guy. Midwest Sports says Dodgers fans fought at the Cubs game today. Dodgers fans do like a fight. They're probably getting ready for the Giants, back to back that they're playing in 2 days' time. They're probably getting ready to fight the San Francisco fans, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's very funny. But that's obviously a penalty. Like, there's literally no controversy about that, NC Vlog. There's literally not a single bit of controversy about that. There's no question marks that that's a penalty. And there's no question marks that it's a red card. So I know I'm going to get a lot of Sydney FC fans coming into this stream and saying, oh, no, you're wrong, buddy. Bullshit. But every other person who has a brain and knows football knows that both those decisions were the correct decision, because it's literally obvious. It's not even, there's no question mark about it. But yeah, look, that's Dodgers fans. That's Dodgers fans for you, man. That's Dodgers fans. Thank you very much to NC Vlog for subscribing. Appreciate it, my guy. Obviously, I'm a Brisbane Roar fan, man. I don't give a shit who wins this game. I couldn't care less. I'm a Brisbane Roar fan. So, but I stream every single game, so I get around it. The Gunners doesn't look like they're going into penalty. Probably not, mate. Probably not. If it goes into extra time, the Melbourne City should be very disappointed, because honestly, realistically, they should be winning this game very easily from this point out. Anthony Pappenhausen says, oh yeah, who won the Cubbies game? Cody Bellinger hit a walk-off home run bottom of the ninth, mate, for the Dodgers. So unfortunately, the Cubbies lost that one. We do have the 4th game of the series, the final game of the series tomorrow, that we will be streaming at 9:10. George Charles says, City win every year. Why are they complaining? Well, obviously, they wanted to do the back-to-back-to-back. They wanted to do the first three-peat in history. I don't think it's going to happen, obviously, and they're pretty upset because of it. Look, man, it's a grand final. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just because you win every year doesn't mean you're not hurt when your team does lose the grand final, because you thought you were going to win it again. Winning a grand final is a fantastic feeling. To be fair, like, I get it. I understand why they're upset and why they're trying to make excuses, but in the same sense, it was a penalty and it was a red card. It was literally obvious. Dasmate says salty Sydney FC fans. Midwest Sports says Dodgers. Let's not talk about it. I know. Let's not talk about it, Midwest Sports. Let's not do it, mate. Let's not do it. We will talk about it tomorrow, though, when we do have our Cubbies and Dodgers stream. Dasmate says losing grand finals hurt. As a Titans fan, I don't know what you're talking about. As a Man City fan, I definitely know what you're talking about. That was our first final, though, to be completely fair to you. Pattercat says, I can see City running away with this in the second half. Pattercat, mate, I said this about 10 minutes ago. I said, if Melbourne City score before halftime, make it 2-1, I guarantee you they're probably going to win by 3+. Because, like I'm saying, with a red card, that forces Sydney FC on the back foot to try and play for penalties. Now that they've conceded the goal, that means that they have to adjust at halftime and they have to go on the attack. So that means that they can't sit back and rely on just, 10 men behind the ball. They have to push people up forward. Now, Melbourne City now know this, and there's going to be massive gaps in the back line. There's going to be an unbelievable amount. It makes it easy. Red cards are difficult when you're drawing or losing, but when you're winning, it's very easy to score. Thank you much to Alex Seguera Official for subscribing. Appreciate you, my guy. Who are you going for, Alex? Who are you going for? Let us know in the chat. Malcolm says, being A-League, anything possible? Absolutely. Melbourne City could get a red card, and we could see this game go to shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this game could just go into a shootout for Sydney FC. But they did take off Bobo. Don't forget that. They took off Bobo, which is a big problem. I personally wouldn't have been taken off a striker. You still need to score. You still need to score to get back in this game, and you took off a striker. And I don't believe that's the right call. I think you take off a midfielder. I think you take off a midfielder, you take off someone. You don't take off your striker when you're down 2-1 in the grand final, in my personal beliefs. Thank you much to Aiden Lee for subscribing. Let us know in the chat who you were going for, my guy. It's Frenchie says, I don't know what winning a grand final is like. I'm an Eels fan, Arsenal fan, a Wanderers fan, but I'm a Real Madrid fan. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. That's a tough teams to support. Eels and Arsenal first up. At least the Wanderers. Well, what are you talking about? Wanderers have won the ACL. Wanderers won the ACL, something that no other A-League club's done. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Midwest Sports says fans are stupid morons sometimes. Yeah, fans aren't great sometimes, mate. Fans aren't great. That's a hard life. Absolutely. You know, if I was to choose any of those teams to support, at least I would go with Arsenal because they've got a successful history pre-2000, probably 5 or so. Thank you very much to Adriatic for subscribing. Appreciate it. Let us know in the chat who you are going for. It's Freddie says the main A-League title. Well, I know as a Brisbane Roar fan that we beat you back in 2013-14, but besides that, what finals have Wanderers been in? I think they were in the final against the Mariners, maybe? Were they in the final against the Mariners and Brisbane Roar? They lost the Brisbane Roar, and I believe they lost the Mariners. I could be wrong. Onzi says Sydney are gone. Sydney are gone, mate. Sydney are gone unless we see Melbourne City get a red card, which I doubt we'll obviously see. Drop to you says, yo, you streaming the Origin games tonight? Buddy, are you bloody shitting me? Who are you talking to? You talking me? What the shit, mate? You talking me? Am I streaming the Origin games tonight? Are you joking, mate? Buddy, goodness me, I'm not even going to answer your question. I'm not even going to answer your damn well question because you should know the answer to that. You know why? Because the stream is already up and ready to go, mate. Buddy, gee whiz. My goodness me. Drop to you says, yeah, dumb question. How dumb of... Everyone in the chat, you tell him how dumb of a question that was. That's disgraceful. That is disgraceful. That's why it says 2016 Adelaide as well. My goodness me. Adriatic says, I support Western City Wanderers, but I'm going for no one, honestly. Fair enough, mate. I'm a Raw fan. I don't really care. I'm a Man City fan, so I kind of want the City Football Group to win. But in the same sense, I don't really care who wins this game, to be honest with you, mate. Mevita says 2016 Adelaide was good. Anthony Hoppenhausen says Demons I go for in AFL. Ooh. NRL Storm. Okay, fair enough. NBL Southeast Melbourne. Ooh. NBA Bucks. Ooh. A-League Raw. Ooh. Well, 10 years ago we were good, but we haven't been good for the Brisbane Raw for a good decade. NC Vlog says, dumb. You reckon New South Wales will win? I'm a Queensland fan, so do take that into account. But at Suncorp Stadium, I feel like Queensland will be able to sneak this one in a low-scoring grind tonight. But I think Game 3 New South Wales pump us. I think Game 3 New South Wales put us to bed. But in the same sense, you've got to remember this as well. Game 3 is going to be played like Game 3 last year as well. So Game 1 was a low-scoring grind. Game 2, Sydney came back and absolutely won New South Wales came back and won an absolute slaughter fest, 36-6 or some shit. And then Game 3, Queensland won again. So New South Wales fans need to understand that this is a 3-game series, and that's what's been going on forever. And just because you win one game by a big margin doesn't mean the next game will be won by a big margin. Just look at Game 3 and Game 2 of last year. But in the same sense, New South Wales are favourites, heavy favourites, should be heavy favourites, but it's also Origin. So just remember, Queensland love being underdogs. Gooseberg says, Maroon's going to win by 12 plus. Now have a good evening. I got to go to work. All right, mate, you have a good evening. Well, hopefully you have a good time at work, and we'll see you for the next stream. Roosters for life says, City do end up losing, then I hope the Blues will win tonight. Ryan Hughes says, are you a Melbourne City fan? No, mate, I'm a Brisbane Roar fan. But I stream all the time. I stream literally all the time. Let's see if we get to 60 likes before the end of half time, guys. We're on 53 right now with 53 people watching. I know we can get 7 more thumbs up. And obviously subscribe if you're new around here. And don't forget the pinned comment in the chat, BKR clips. That's where we put the clips of these streams, 2 clips per day. I think I forgot to put some up today. But in the same sense, I put 2 clips up per day of all the streams that we do. So if you miss a stream and you want to know what we talked about, jump over to the BKR clips. And I think we just hit 200 subscribers today, actually, which is pretty cool. Roosters for Life says Game 3 will have fans if they play in Newcastle. I don't believe so. I don't believe so because Newcastle will probably go into lockdown very soon. In my personal opinion, I would love for it not to. Obviously, prove me wrong, please. But I know what's happening in Australia right now is pretty hectic in regards to how all the borders are just shutting everywhere. New South Wales has really gone and coughed this one up. Like, they've really made a mess of this. Typical New South Wales. Hey, buddy, New South Welshmen, bastards. Adriatic says, my proper team that I support is Liverpool. Good on you, mate. Well, they struggled this year. I'm a Man City fan. But at least we won a couple of nice little titles for that this year. Unfortunately, didn't win the old big one, but we got close enough our first time. And if you look at Man City every year, they improve every year in the Champions League. That was their first ever final. Next year they win it. How about that? It's Frenchie says, I remember being the 3rd subscriber to the BKR Clip channel. You're a good man. You're a good man, Frenchie. You're a good man. Siva says, which player most valuable player for Sydney? No one. Look, you have to go Barbarouses because he scored a goal, but besides that, what do you want from it here? Sydney FC are down 2-1. They've got a red card. They gave away a penalty. I don't know who you want me to say has been the best player. I would probably say Barbarouses simply because he's got the goal. But there's nothing outside of that one goal to say and pick a Sydney FC player to say he's been unbelievable. Roosters for Life says, I live in Newcastle and we're doing pretty well in terms of the restrictions. Would love to see it, man. Thank you very much to Javier Carrasco for subscribing. You're a legend, my guy. NC Vlogs is Chelsea fan. Well, there you go. Red Hot host take lead with stoppage time penalty. Was it stoppage time? No, it wasn't. Was it? Was it in the extra added time? No, it wasn't. I swear that penalty was about 43 minutes in, wasn't it? Zane Chennai says, how's Sydney going? Not good, mate. Not good. They're down 2-1. They got a red card in halftime. Yeah, it's not great. They got a red card and a down 2-1 to a penalty. Both calls were correct before you come in here saying, oh, was it a robbery or was it a bad call? Unfortunately not, bro. Luke Bratton gave 2 yellow cards that were very blatant yellow cards, and the penalty was just, buddy, an idiotic decision by Sydney at the back. It's just ridiculous. That's absolutely. Thank you very much to Siva Kumar for subscribing. We're 9 subscribers away from 10,500. Look, let's go. Let's pump it up. Drop to uses. When you look at the Origin team's titles, thank you very much, Zane Chennai, for subscribing. When you look at the Origin team size, do you reckon it's unfair when looking at the names? Asking that question during Origin. You're an idiot. I like that question. That's funny. Stephen Lee, we're basically Queensland versus Samoa at this point. But Stephen Lee says, are you from Australia? Yes, mate. I'm from the Gold Coast, but I'm living in Sydney right now, so I'm stuck in Sydney to answer that question. But yes, I'm from the Gold Coast. That's why I'm a Brisbane Roar fan. Midwest Sports says the Brewers can just lose tomorrow, please. Tomorrow? Every day. How dare you say tomorrow only? Buddy, put it to the gods. Look up there. You say, please. Just every day, Brewers lose. Thank you. 0-162. I'll take it. Zane Chennai says, do you know where I can watch live? What did he do? So you can watch live for free on KO. Obviously, just keep us as a commentator. You can go to KO. It's a free game for you guys. But if you want to have an interactive commentary, then stay here on BKR Sport and chat away. But yeah, you can watch it for free on KO, I believe. Siva says, second half, any changes for the match? I don't know yet. We haven't got to the second half yet. We're at half time still. We've still got quite a while away here. Wildcard says he's excited for Origin. Who are you talking to? First, I'm getting asked if I'm doing Origin, and now people are asking me if I'm excited for Origin. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Of course I'm excited for goddamn Origin, mate. My goodness me. I'm a Queensland fan, so I shouldn't be. Zane Chennai says, what did he do? 2 yellow cards, 2 bad tackles. It's Frantic says, Blaze, what is the next Cubbies game? I know there was one tomorrow. Dodgers in LA was the final game of the series tomorrow. And then obviously we go to Miller Park in Milwaukee, which will be a very big series for the Cubbies because obviously the Brewers are on top of our division. They're only up by 2 games, maybe 3 if we lose tomorrow because we do have Alzolay pitching. Ooh. It's friendly. That's right. I've already answered that question. Zane Chennai says, thanks, mate. I'll keep you as a commentator, mate. You better gee whiz. You better gee whiz. The Mason Experience says, not sure what happens with soccer, but what if it's a draw at the end of the game? We go to extra time, which will be 30 minutes, 15 minutes per half, and then we go to penalties, which is something we don't want because we've got State of Origin very much later, in about an hour and a half time. Thank you much to Butcher Special for subscribing. But yeah, in about an hour and a half time, we'll obviously be seeing Origin. So if we had extra time plus penalties, we'd be in a bit of a situation because the Origin would start. Mustard Cat says, who got win the NBA this season? Me. Anthony says, I actually, funnily enough, I do actually have the Bucks winning it. I know, it's crazy, but I do actually have the Bucks winning it. I do. I know Phoenix has been good, but I just feel like this is the Bucks' year. I do. I feel like it might be their year. Anthony says, all Foxtel, but I say with BKR I'm watching on KO, but turned down because Phil Gould is a shitty man. I just watch BKR because he's the best YouTuber. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much. Midwest Sports says, I'm arguing about the Bucks vs Hawks series. Oh, fair enough. Look, it's Milwaukee, but it's also like they've never won before. Give them a crack, whatever. Whatever, mate. You'll win one title. Why don't you go and have a look at how many Chicago's won? Drop to you says, need to swap Tommy and Tedesco for Walsh and Coates. Doesn't work like that, though. Stop insulting Queensland. Ismail says, saludos desde Tampico, Mexico. Arriba Melbourne City. Getting around Melbourne City in Mexico. Ondale. Love your work, my guy. I love your work. Solomon, Kabir Santos says, supporting Melbourne from Bangladesh. City winning it. Good on you, mate. Well, right now, City are looking the goods. Just remember, this is the A-League. Guys, I just want to put this out there for everyone watching. Just remember that this is the A-League. Just because this is halftime 2-1 red card Sydney FC doesn't mean we don't see Sydney FC win 6-2. You know what I'm saying? Melbourne City should win this under any kind of understanding of sport whatsoever. Melbourne City should be winning this, but in the same sense, don't forget, this is the A-League. Anything can happen at any stage. We still can see anybody win. Second half is about to get underway here, guys. Second half is about to get underway. Here we go. 6 likes away from 70. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Subscribe if you're new around here. But here we go. Second half is about to get underway. Stephen Lee says J Mac is currently Oz best player. Unfortunately, he's not playing this game, though. Fortunately, he's not playing Melbourne City. If he was playing this game, he would be winning this. They'd be winning this one very easily, in my opinion. Thank you much to Sershakanta Dongbram for subscribing. Anthony Papanazza says Scottie Pippen would be shit without MJ. Well, we're not going to get into basketball chat. If you want to ask me that kind of question, talk to me tomorrow on the Cubby stream. Because we kind of keep American sports to American streams, Australian sports to Australian streams, you know what I'm saying? Ask the boss says, how you going? How's your day going, bro? Cubs loss, not good. Queensland win, very good. I like it. All right, so 2-1 here to Melbourne City, and the second half is underway. Robert Wallace says, who do you want to win this game? It's not about who I want at this point, it's who's going to win. It's Melbourne City. With that red card to Sydney FC, there's no way Sydney FC... Surely there's no bloody chance. Surely there's no bloody chance that Sydney FC win this game with a red card down 2-1 at half time. Alrighty. It's a big signing. Stephen Lee says Lecky going to flop for City. It is a big signing, though, but it wouldn't surprise me. You know, Tim Cahill was the big signing. Didn't really do a great deal for Melbourne City. So left-hand side here, Melbourne City inside the attack and half right now. Let me know your score predictions in the chat, guys. Let me know what you think the score prediction is. Chance here, Melbourne City. No, headed away there by Sydney FC. Let me know your score prediction in the chat. I'm going to go with Melbourne City to win 4-1. I know, you know what, I'll go 4-2. I reckon Sydney will be able to score when they're down big, just because they'll need to. I reckon, honestly, it could be 4-1 or 4-2, just because I feel like Melbourne City should put a couple behind them with that red card. Oh, chance here, no, blocked away. Petticoats is 4-1 City, fair enough. I just get a feeling Sydney might be able to, when they're down 4-1, you know, try and make that big comeback, try and make that big scene in the A-League and score that one goal, but it ultimately falls short. Rory McNichol says 3-2 Sydney FC. Sarab says, referee looks completely biased today. What? Menace foul calls? Harsh to give a red card when he clearly got the ball. Sarab, that's a blatant red card. Blatant. I'm not a fan of either of his teams. It is a blatant red card and a blatant penalty. Blatantly. There's no bias there. It is a blatant red card and a blatant penalty. There is no controversy. None at all. It is an obvious. So, 47 minutes gone here, and Melbourne City will have the ball here in the attacking half. Stephen Lee says Naboot and Collar goals. Fair enough. Tasman says 3-1 City. City 3-1. Everyone's gone 3-1. Fair enough. I just think that there's more than one goal here for Melbourne City. I just do. And if anything, if Melbourne City score another goal, I feel like Sydney still could score that goal. I get a feeling Sydney still score one more goal here. Robert Wallace says, where did Raw end up for the season? We ended up in 5th place and played Adelaide in 6th. No, sorry. We came 4th. Adelaide came 5th and we lost at home. Shot! Oh my God! Sydney, buddy, nearly conceded there. That was an unbelievable shot from City, but it will go wide. Oh my God, that would have been an absolute crusher there from. Oh my goodness me. That would have been an unbelievable goal there from outside the box. He just winds it up, lets it go, and it just goes just a little bit to the left of the goal. Jeez, that was close. Nyokoko says 2-2. I just don't see a 2-2, mate. I can't see an extra time. With Sydney FC with that red card, surely Melbourne City don't do it. Petticoats is 10 shots to 1. So the one shot that Sydney FC have had, they scored. I just can't see them scoring when they're putting only one shot at the goal. Robert Muller says 4-1 in Melbourne City and Queensland to win. Oh, mate, Robert Muller, you've never said anything sexier in your life. You've never said anything sexier in your life, Robert Muller. That is an unbelievable comment, and you should be knighted. You should be knighted for that. That means you should be knighted, Robert Muller. Well, it's a fact. So 49 minutes gone here. Sydney FC with a free kick. Barras says, where the match? It's in Melbourne, mate. I know the real question you're asking me, but I'm just going to say it's in Melbourne, mate. Stephen Lee says, no way Sydney will win 3 in a row. Well, you wouldn't think so right now, but Sydney FC with a free kick, pretty far out, deep kick around. That's an easy take there for Glover. Oh wow, he's gonna hit it out, and he connected with his own player there, so that's unfortunate there for Glover. And Chancey, Melbourne City, they're gonna break away on the wing. They're gonna break it away down the wing here. Melbourne City are away. Good defense there from Sydney FC to hit that one over the sidelines. They can be quick here. The Sydney FC players haven't gotten back quick enough though. I'll see the boss. Jeez, your bloody profile picture shithouse. So 49 minutes gone here, and Melbourne City will have the ball. You will see Melbourne City with the ball a lot for the rest of this game. Like, they will have the ball for pretty much the entirety of the rest of this game. Sydney FC will have to really hope on that random counter. Neo Coco, I have absolutely no goddamn idea what you just said. Absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea here. Not at all. not at all, my guy. Thank you much to Firebeast57 for subscribing. And Melbourne City will have the ball here in the corner. He turns it around. No. Throw in here for Melbourne City. Throw in here, Melbourne City. Anthony Papadown says, thoughts on Reece Walsh and Roland? Ask me Origin questions during Origin, which is right after this, as long as this doesn't go to overtime. Extra time, sorry. So Melbourne City here, chance, and it's going to be offside. That's the first offside of the game, mind you. That is literally the first offside that we've seen in this game, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 50 minutes in here, that's the first offside we've seen. Wow. And Cat Raj says City will win 3-2. Do you guys understand Sydney FC have a red card? Do you understand Sydney FC have a red card? Thank you much to Sazid Safi for subscribing. NC Vlog says, I'm a City fan. I want us to win, but I know we won't. Well, you can't be saying that. As a Sydney fan, you have to be getting behind your boys and backing in your boys and being confident. But, you know, it's a big ask here. You're down 2-1 with a red card to the team that won the play. You know what I'm saying? They won the play. So if it was against a team like the Mariners, some scrub team like the Mariners, something like that, or Adelaide or Brisbane, you'd be thinking you could still come back. But just against Melbourne City, I can't see it. I just can't see it, man. Marcus Graham says, has it been a good game? Yeah, it was good. It was good, but then with that red card, it's probably really taken away all kind of question marks about who's going to win. But it was a good game up until the red card, and the red card was a fair call. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this has been a shit game and a shit call. It's absolutely the right call. Someone Hughes says, Jeffrey, Wellington Saints win 90% of the time. That's not news. He's getting around his boys. But that's definitely a free kick there for Melbourne City. It's for instance, I got 4-1. 4-1. I said either 3 or 4-1, yeah. I just feel like Sydney FC could be able to sneak something. Maybe sneak a league, sneaker, you know what I'm saying? Just get a nice little cheeky something laid on. Just so it's not embarrassing. Because a 4-2 is still bad, but like it's not as bad as, say, 4-1 or 5-1. Which is pretty obvious, to be honest with you. I don't even know I said that. Muteb fans, the City will win by 3 or 4. Fair enough. Thank you much to Marcus Graham for subscribing. Nice little kick there, but it'll be a free kick here to... it's going to be a free kick here, I would assume... Well, who is it for? Melbourne City. It will be a free kick. Oh, no, it's going to be Melbourne City. Sydney FC free kick. Okay, interesting. Interesting there. But yeah, no, City should be winning by 3 or 4. But in the same sense, Sydney FC is still going to be trying to attack. They have to attack. They have to score. There's no question mark about it. They have to score. Otherwise, they are done. Jeffries has had the Cubs today. We don't talk about the Cubs game today. We don't talk about that game today, my guy. That game was not a good finish. No. Ooh, good play there by Sydney FC. Chance here outside the box, and that's going to be... This is what Sydney FC have to hope for. Just get a lucky goal like here, and then they can sit back, and that's going to be blocked away there by Melbourne City. Sydney FC clear it back inside. Melbourne City clear that one down the sideline. You would assume he does. Okay, so it's a throw in here, Sydney FC. It's funny, it says, does Origin start at 7:50? Because this finishes at 7:30. No, this won't finish at 7:30, mate. This won't finish at 7:30. This will finish, there's 40 minutes left. This will finish by about 7 o'clock. Robert Muller says 8 p.m. kickoff, I think. Yeah, I think it's 7:45 or 7:50 p.m. For Origin, but it won't start till 8. But, yeah, no, this will finish at about 7 o'clock, provided we don't have penalties in extra time. So, Melbourne City here with the ball. It's a 10 fouls to 9 conceded in favour of Melbourne City. Zane Chen says, how is that a penalty? It's absolutely a penalty. What are you talking about in regards to the penalty from before? It's absolutely a penalty. He clearly trips him up. There's no question mark about it, my guy. So Melbourne City here with the ball. Unless you're seeing something ahead of me, unless I'm behind the play, I think I'm live. Unless there's a penalty about to happen right now. The penalty you're talking about was absolutely a penalty. So Tilio here with the ball. Inside. Stephen Lee says, I want to see penalties in a final. No, I don't, because I want to watch Origin. And that's going to be a free kick. It's going to be a yellow card in Melbourne City. Going to be a yellow card here for Melbourne City. Well, there you go. Maybe we could see a red card maybe soon. Maybe, I don't know. But no, that's going to be a yellow card to Tilio. And realistically, City need to be getting a red card against their defence for it to be... And That is a... It does connect with him there, but in the same sense... Yeah, it was a dodgy one. That was a dodgy one. Marcus Graham's a pen in my eyes. No, absolutely. Are you a Sydney FC fan or are you a Melbourne City fan, Marcus Graham? There's no way it's a red card. They're checking for a red card. There's no way this is a red card. So Marco Tilio will have a yellow card. And realistically, Sydney FC, guys, that's not really going to do any kind of good for you. That won't do any kind of good for you. Because it's not like he's a defender or a midfielder. He's more of an attacker. Anti Vlogs, you were behind. Yeah, no. I'm on live. I'm live, but it's just you guys see it a little bit later. Because YouTube, my streaming service to YouTube is about 7 to 10 seconds behind. But I'm watching it live. So that's going to be a free kick into Melbourne City. Marcus Graham says Melbourne all the way. Absolutely. Absolutely. This game's a bit of a slow one right now. Dylan Ferguson wasn't a penalty. Oh, really? Oh, my God. Well, it says differently, and I think differently, so you're wrong. Bye. 55 minutes gone here. Zane says, what did he do? How's the free kick? What are you talking about? So Melbourne City here, left-hand side. Chance here. Oh, corner. Corner here, Melbourne City. Corner here. Paddy against the City being professional right now. Well, you'd have to assume it. You don't need to go for the attack, mate. You don't need to just go and push forward because Sydney FC at one point will have to just put everybody forward. Dylan Ferguson, I don't even support Sydney. VAR. You do support Sydney. You're absolutely supporting Sydney. If anyone doesn't believe that's a penalty, then you are either a Sydney fan or a Sydney fan. There is no one on the planet who thinks that wasn't a penalty, and especially someone who's reacting as much as you are. Especially someone who's crying as much as you are, Dylan Ferguson. You're acting like a sook, man. Your team's losing. It was a fair red card and a fair penalty. Chance in Melbourne City across the goal. It's funny. Says I love when people start to talk shit. It's so funny. Well, he's obviously crying, man. Like I get it, man. Like, but come on, man. We know it was a penalty, and that's it. You move on, brother. You move on. No, come on, man. Muta Fences will be another red card for Sydney. You reckon? Do they even have many yellow cards here? Do they even have really any yellow cards here, Sydney, besides that Luke Bratton double? So Atkinson's had 1 goal, 3 shots, 1 shot assist, and a corners 1 is 3. So he's had a very good game here today, Atkinson. Might be looking at your man of the match, to be completely honest with you. Might be looking at your man of the match so far based on those kind of stats. And Sydney with a chance here. And that's going to be a free kick, I think. No, it's not going to be a free kick. I believe that should have been a free kick there for City, but I think Atkinson clearly got that ball there. Zane Chennai says 1 yellow to City and 2 and red to Sydney. Okay, well, there you go. They do have a couple. Who's got the yellow cards for Sydney FC? Who's got the yellow cards for Sydney FC? 57 minutes gone here, guys. It is 2-1 Melbourne City. Hit that thumbs up button. 2 likes away from 40. 2 likes away from 70, sorry. And subscribe if you're new around here. NC Vlogs is easy, 10.5k tonight, 100%. Oh, yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. We're 4 subscribers away, plus we've got Origin tonight. We'll be, we could honestly be around 10,550 or so tonight. Marcus Graham says, how do you not think that's a pen? I know, it's blatant. I know, it's blatant. He's a Sydney FC fan. Sydney FC fans wouldn't like it, but it's an obvious pen. So Melbourne City here, left-hand side. They've got space galore. He's going to have a shot himself, blocked away, and will be throwing. Anthony Papanazzi says, NRL should have an all-star game like NBA, like you pick a player, then another player, and then so on. They do have an all-star game, but it's just not done in that style. Obviously, we don't get to select it. Obviously, 2 and a red to Sydney. Okay, so no, that is just... I said besides Luke Bratton. Oh, Melbourne City here. Inside the box here. Oh, geez. Good clearance away, but that was a very nice ball there for Melbourne City, but no one was there, unfortunately. No one was there. So 58 minutes gone here. Inside the attacking half. Shannon Humphrey says, I'll go Melbourne City to win 3-1. I'm still going 4-1. A couple of late goals. Melbourne City, he should have passed that through. I believe a free kick. Won't be called a free kick. City on the edge of the box, just dominating the possession right now. Dominating the possession, baby. Dominating the possession. They don't need to do any kind of attacking. Right now. Melbourne City now with the ball. Around the edge of the box. Is he going to whip it in? No. Blocked again. Jeez. City, what are you doing? Just around the corner. Oh! Straight to the keeper. Marcus Graham says Melbourne have to score next. No, Melbourne don't have to score. Melbourne don't have to score at all. There's no scoring here that's needed at all for Melbourne. No scoring whatsoever for Melbourne. Sydney, they're the ones who need to score. There's no, this team needs to score next. Even if Sydney scores, Melbourne City still have that red card to Sydney. So, no, Melbourne do not need to score next at all. Thank you very much to Baptiste for subscribing. Appreciate you. So, left-hand side here for Melbourne City. Left-hand side of Melbourne City, he cuts him in, cuts him out. It's for instance Sydney dominating possession. Sydney ain't dominating nothing. Sydney dominating possession. You're dreaming. You're dreaming, son. You are dreaming if you think Sydney are dominating possession here. On what planet? On what planet is Sydney dominating possession? Melbourne City get the ball back again. Outside the edge of the box here. Here we go, Berenguer. Berenguer gets it out to Tilio. Tilio looking for something. Not really got much going on there. It will be a corner. It will be a corner. It will be a corner. There will be a corner here for the old Melbourne City. We are about to hit the hour mark. Zanchana says, you're dreaming coming from a City supporter. Yeah, I know. It's all Melbourne City right now. Literally every single second that's gone by in the second half has pretty much been Melbourne City with the ball. Literally nearly every second of the second half has been Melbourne City with the ball. Straight up. Okay, so corner here. Corner here right now. Here we go. Melbourne City whips it in from the left-hand side. We've seen a lot of corners in this game so far. And that's going to be nearly... Oh, jeez, that was a good chance here. They're on the edge of the box here. It's going to be whipped in. Should be a goal. Oh, my God, save. Should be a goal. Oh, my God, save again. Oh, my God, save again. Ridiculous. 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 Wow. Thank you very much to Stephen Lee for subscribing. Appreciate you. So it's going to be a free kick here for Melbourne City. How did Melbourne City not score there? How did Melbourne City not score there? So back into the attacking half here. Oh, okay, cool. Let's just exit that then, because for some reason my KO's just randomly stopped. Okay, cool. Let's try and refresh this. Drop your one answer that question. Zane J9 says 2 changes, but keeper is beast mode. Well, he needs to be, because City are just going to be pumping the rest of this game. They're just going to be pumping the rest of this game. They don't need to score, but in the same sense, they've got the extra man. They may as well. Your best form of defense is to attack. Your best form of defense is to attack. So, so obviously, yeah, City, if they attack, they're just going to keep Sydney out. Because if you're up the other end, the other team can't be up your end. So 61.5 minutes gone here. Gregory John says, hope you pump for Origin, bro. May the best team win. We will be streaming Origin right after this. That's in about an hour and 10 minutes time, hour and 20 minutes time. We will be streaming Origin. There's 28 minutes left of this game here, the A-League Grand Final. 28 minutes left here of the A-League Grand Final. Right now, Melbourne City sit in the driver's seat. Good pass out here to Tilio. Tilio's been not great. Not fantastic, to be completely honest with you. 7 lanes is coming Queensland. 28 minutes left here for Sydney FC to try and save their bacon, but I think that bacon's burnt. I think that bacon's burnt there. Zane Shannon says the amount of time that City has had the ball in the box and missed shots is really bad. Not really, mate, because realistically, they don't need to be getting shots. With them having the ball in the box, it means they're winning. It just means simply that they're winning. With them having the ball in the box, they're loving that. 65% possession to 35%. They don't need to be scoring from those opportunities. Obviously, they'd ideally like to be, but it's not a necessity for them. Second half, 111 passes completed for Melbourne City, 20 for Sydney FC. 20. Drop to you says, all respect, G, but is there a reason you can't say it? I just don't want to. I don't want to, because then people are like, oh, man, my sport's better, and they argue. It's just like, nah, man. Nah, man. You know kind of what responses are coming. When you've done streaming as long as I have, you know what responses are coming with when you answer a question. So Stephen Lee says, who scored for Sydney? Barbarouses. Barbarouses scored early days. Sydney was up 1-0. Sydney went up 1-0 in this game. And then Melbourne City hit back through Atkinson literally about a minute later. Literally probably about a minute later is when Atkinson scored after Sydney FC took the goal through Barbarouses, and it was a great goal for Barbarouses too. Melbourne City here breaking away. Chance here. Oh, man, Berenguer couldn't get that ball back. And to think, like, can you imagine if Melbourne City had McLaren? Can you imagine if Melbourne City had McLaren here? They'd be killing this one. PC Ross says, who do you think is going to win State of Origin? Queensland. So, 26 minutes left here. A lot of Origin questions, considering that we are streaming an Origin game tonight. We are streaming it. Don't you worry. So, Sydney FC down the wing. And they've lost the ball again. Now Melbourne City with the ball. Inside the attacking box. Inside the box. Inside the box here. Melbourne City whips it up, whips it up, whips it up, whips it up. It's a deflection. It goes out for a corner. Goes out for a corner. Melbourne City here. Still the aggressors. Still the attacking ones. Still the ones dominating in this game. Sydney FC are the only ones who need to score a goal. Melbourne City don't need to score a goal, and they win this grand final. Sydney FC with a red card need to be doing a lot more than what they're doing right now. But what can they do? They do have that red card. What can they do? Someone who says, what do you think of the idea of the A-League having its own version of Origin? Everyone wants to have Origin. 1 second corner here, Melbourne City. Headed away. Headed away there. Do it, man. Cool, but it's never, ever, ever going to be anywhere near care factor as Queensland versus New South Wales in rugby league. Ever. Good, go on for it. Good on you. Go on for it. But it just wouldn't have the same effect whatsoever. But in the same sense, people would still get around it, but not like what State of Origin in rugby league is like. Muteb fans is on way for the rugby game. I know, we all are, man. It's going to be a big one. It's a big day of sport here on BKR Sport. We did the Cubs-Dodgers game before. We're doing the A-League Grand Final now, and then we do have that State of Origin game right after this. So if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, go down there and hit that subscribe button. We've got a big stream right on after this. So Melbourne City here, playing inside the attacking half. Just holding the ball. Just holding the ball. Stephen Lee says A-League should make the NPL the second division. I'm pretty sure there's a promotion and relegation system set up for next year in the NPL and below, but not the A-League just yet. They are working their way towards later on. They're working their way towards putting promotion and relegation, obviously, but that's a long way away. It's a long way away. Zane Chinox and Sydney are going so bad. They're only going bad because they've got a red card, man. You can't really expect a great deal from them right now. They're doing their best considering they've had a red card for a large majority of this game since about the 33rd minute or whatever it was. They've had a red card, so you can't really expect a great deal from Sydney FC, my guy. Peter Tobias says, I hate both teams, go Wanderers. Did you guys even make the playoffs? I'm not a fan of either of these teams, so I don't really care, but, it's interesting that a Wanderer fans talk shit. Jordan Cadogan says, wow, grand final already. What do you mean already? What do you mean already? We're in June, end of June. This season started back in November of last year or December of last year. What do you mean already? It's been going for like 8 months, 7 months. So Melbourne City with the ball in the attacking half. Paddy says Jas is dead right now. Oh no. What's he saying? What's Jackson saying about this game? What is Jackson saying about this game? Is he crying or is he just like content? Is he thinking that Sydney FC could still come back? I'm not too sure how a Sydney FC fan will be feeling about this one because it has been a rough one to watch if you're a Sydney FC fan. So much hope for a three-peat! Oh my goodness me, that was a shot, but it goes straight into the Sydney FC defender. Paddock says he's not saying anything, just suppressed. Well, I did call a Melbourne City 2-1 win. Will we see it finish off here at 2-1? Stephen Lee says it feels like yesterday it was game week 1. I know it has gone relatively quick, but in the same sense, it has been going for about 7 to 8 months now. So 70% second half territory in favour of Melbourne City. Wow, we have a shot here. Have a shot. It's opened up for him. Tilio has a shot into a stupid. It was a stupid shot. It was a stupid shot. Where is it being played? It's being played at Amy Park in Melbourne, mate. Amy Park in Melbourne. So Melbourne City will get the ball here at the halfway line, and they have just literally got the ball, and they are just holding the ball the whole time. They're just holding and holding and holding and holding and holding. Nothing's going on here at all. And now there's a chance in Melbourne City, and it'll go out for a goal kick. No. He's not saying anything, just suppressed. Send him my condolences. But it's not over yet. It's still 23 minutes. This is the A-League. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. The gunner says, I'm surprised City haven't scored more. I am and I'm not. They're playing this game tactically. They're playing this game very tactically where they're not putting players too much forward. Sydney FC aren't really putting a great deal forward, which is really odd, to be honest with you. But then again, they did take off Bobo. They did take off their striker. They did take off their striker in Bobo, which I didn't understand. You're down 2-1. It was 1-1 at the time, but in the same sense, you don't take your striker there. Bamyohan, though. Bamyohan in the box, and no way has had a penalty. No way has had a penalty. Not a chance that was a penalty there for Sydney FC. Paddy says that could be a pen. No, mate. Now you've given all the Sydney FC fans in here hope, and they're going to say they were robbed. Let's have a look at this again. NC Vlog says if Ninkovic comes on, he might make a difference. Yeah, they need a little bit more than just 1 second. Nah, mate. There's nowhere near a pen. There's nowhere chance. No chance. No chance. So Melbourne City here with the ball. They're breaking away at the halfway point. Steps on the inside here. Gets that ball into the inside. They've got plenty of space here. Plenty of space here. Melbourne City. Outside the edge of the box. He's going to cut inside. Cuts outside. Tilio whips it up and blocked away. Blocked away here. And that is nothing. Melbourne City still here with a chance though. Aussie Gamer says, you do realise that Melbourne City have not won the A-League ever, according to Wikipedia. I know they haven't. They've only won one FFA Cup, which was against Sydney FC 3-4 years ago. I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago, and they beat Sydney FC in the FFA Cup for their first ever time. Timeout's only 5 minutes, Tane. Timeout's only 5 minutes. So 21 minutes to go here of the A-League Grand Final. Melbourne City with the ball inside the attacking area right now, except from the outside. Just outside the box right now. Just on the outside the box. He's going to whip it in. He's going to whip it in here. Chance. Good ball, but it does get whipped away. And chance here for Atkinson on the edge of the box. No, nothing's happening there. Nothing was happening there. Tane says Sydney got robbed. Cool story. So Melbourne City with the ball. 21 minutes to go here. How many? We're 2 subscribers away from 10,500, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new already. But Melbourne City here at the edge of the box, just whipping it around, just holding the possession, just frustrating Sydney. That's all they need to do. Just need to frustrate. So 20 minutes left. If you got timed out, I didn't really see you get timed out, to be honest with you. But if you did get timed out, it's not necessarily the mods all the time. Sometimes there's a Nightbot here that I didn't put on, but apparently Nightbot is still around and times people out for literally no reason. It's really strange. It's only really odd times too. Free kick Sydney. Free kick to Sydney FC. They're lucky there because I don't really believe that was a free kick, but they're going to call that free kick against Kolakowski. They're going to imagine the score if McLaren was there. I do believe they would have scored a lot more if McLaren was here, obviously. I think that he would have found a lot more space, and I feel like they would have probably attacked a little bit more. They're a bit hesitant with Kolakowski up front. They're a bit hesitant with their front three, but overall, they're up 2-1. They can't complain. But Sydney FC need a miracle this play at this stage. Sydney FC, they need a miracle. Its friend says, we'll get rid of the Nightbot. I don't have a Nightbot. That's the point. I don't have Nightbot. I do not have Nightbot. But for some reason, people say they get timed out. And I know it's true because it happens quite frequently. So Melbourne City here over the top. Chance in Melbourne City. They could steal the game here. Oh, Tilio couldn't keep that ball in. He does keep it in. Oh my God, that's ridiculous from Tilio. How did he stop that? How did he stop that? This deserves to be a goal. This deserves to be a goal. It deserves... Oh, it's a good cross across the face, but... That deserved to be a goal there. That was unreal. That was unreal there from Tilio. The fact that he keeps that in, the fact that he's still grinding. Like, you could easily let this ball go out. You're up 2-1 and defend. Like, you just don't need to make that play, but he does make that play, and that's what makes him a special player there, Tilio. That's what makes that special. That is a special play to keep that ball inside the field there. And it just shows his passion. His friend says, yeah, I get timed out when I put caps lock. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. And just to just blatantly stop on the line. Like, he stopped it at the line too. He stopped it at the line. So Melbourne City with the ball at the halfway point. Bam Johan will come off and Ninkovic will come on. Obviously, this is the substitution they needed to make. This is the desperate substitution they needed to make. Ninkovic is on, NC Vlog says. You are right. Ninkovic is on. So, can Melbourne City hold this one out here? Sydney FC still with that red card. Obviously, for the rest of the game. But Melbourne City, all they need to do is frustrate. They just need to sit back and just say, you know what, Sydney FC, you need to come to us. You know, we're going to wait for you to give us the space. Because they don't need to do jack shit. They can just literally kick the ball around the back right now. Doesn't matter. You're going to get frustrated, Sydney FC fans. But Melbourne City can literally sit around the back right now and not do shit for the next 18 minutes. Mutef fan says, City team will score third between the 77th and 83rd minute. Stephen Lee says, imagine the scenes if Sydney scored. It'd be pretty crazy. It won't happen, but it'd be pretty crazy. I called 2-1 pre-game. I said 2-1 Melbourne City pre-game. Everyone's like, nah, 0-0, 1-1. I called 2-1 pre-game to Melbourne City. Chance here of Melbourne City, though. Chance here. He's going to head it back straight to the keeper. Oh, my God. Oh, that's a free kick. That's a yellow card as well. That's a yellow card there against Kolakowski. Absolutely. Absolutely, that's a yellow card. Blatant yellow card. That is absolutely a yellow card. Absolutely. That is just a terrible tackle there. What do you think? You really ever think you were going to get there? That is just stupid. He knew that was happening. He knew that was going to be a yellow card. They knew it, mate. Game's not exactly unbelievable at this point. You know, Melbourne City have just dominated the second half, and we've known who the winner was since the 30th minute. So that's what's disappointing about this game. Not because the quality was downgressed because the referee made a mistake, but the referee made the right call, which regresses the quality. But they're going to bring on Naboot here. Naboot will be coming on the field here for Melbourne City. Brian says, you never know with referees. You do never know. You do never know. But this game's more or less done, mate. So Kolakowski will come out for Naboot. Kolakowski just got that yellow card, so they will make sure that he doesn't get another one. And He's not done a great deal anyway, so you know, you may as well. Oh, he got an assist, didn't he? Did he get the assist for Atkinson? I think he got the assist for Atkinson, actually. But Naboot will come on here. Andrew Naboot. So Melbourne City bring on another attacker, which is really, funnily enough, like usually you'd see teams really focus on their defense and start taking players off in regards to their attack and start bringing them on in regards to their defense. But Melbourne City know their best form of defense is to attack. So they brought Naboot on to really keep pushing up. Frenchie says, imagine if Sydney score in the 90th minute just when ref blows the whistle and sends it to extra time. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't want that to happen. Because we got Origin in 45 minutes. We got Origin in 45 minutes, my guy. I don't want it. I don't want that to happen. No. I don't want it to happen. So Sydney FC here into the attacking half. Pushing up. They need to do something here. Chance here. Sydney FC whips it in. No corner. Goal kick, sorry. You're an idiot. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there for Sydney FC. That was a shocking touch. Shocking touch. So 75 minutes gone here. Melbourne City will get a goal kick. They're just going to soak up time here. This second half has just been very, very low-key, just slowing itself down. Even it's not here, it says Origins at 7:50. Yeah, I know, but in the same sense, you get extra time. This game doesn't finish for 15, 20 minutes. It's 7 o'clock, 10 minutes of break in between, or 5 minutes of break. You get an extra 30 minutes. That's already 35. Plus the 5 minutes in between, so 40. And then also potential penalties, which can go for 20 to 30 minutes. So trust me, it can start adding on time. It can start adding on plenty of time there. So Melbourne City here with the ball, because no matter what, you're guaranteed another 40 minutes. Left-hand side, Melbourne City. This could seal it. No, that's going to be cleared away by FC. Cleared away by Sydney FC. So Melbourne City here on the left-hand side. Archie Thompson talking right now. 28 goals for Socceroos, but he got majority of them in one game. He got majority of them in one game. That's be offside here against Melbourne City. Offside. NC Vogt's a scrappy game. Kind of. Melbourne City have been very professional in the second half. This second half has been very professional in favour of Melbourne City. They've definitely known what they're doing in the second half to really frustrate the shit out of Sydney FC. Like they've done a good job of it. They've done a very good job of it, to be honest with you. Jellyfish Mustard says City kind of getting robbed. No, they're not at all. No, they're not at all. What is with these people, Sydney fans, Sydney FC fans? If you, like, honestly, you're embarrassing yourself if you think you got robbed in this game. Like, dead set. You're embarrassing yourself if you think you got robbed in this game. You gave away a blatant penalty. You gave away 2 blatant yellow cards for a red card. Like, at what part have the referees robbed Sydney FC? Jellyfish Mustard, explain how they are. Explain how they are. Because I'm a Brisbane Roar fan who cares nothing about this game and who wins it. Right? I don't care. But, like, on what planet are you on do you think that Sydney FC have gotten robbed here when the penalty was an absolute penalty? And that's going to be corner. No, goalkeeper will get that one at the edge there. At the edge of the 6-yard box. Tane says City's been very good on the ball. Absolutely. They've been much better than City at every part of this game. The first 20 minutes, the first 30 minutes, besides that 5-minute spurt for Sydney FC where they scored 1 goal, it's been all Melbourne City the entire game. Besides a 5 to 10 minute spurt, it was all Melbourne City. From the start to the finish, it's always been Melbourne City. If anyone thinks Sydney FC has been robbed, please learn the game because there's been nothing wrong with this game on a referee standpoint. And you can't complain. You cannot complain about referees when they're not doing anything wrong, because then when they are doing something wrong, they won't give a shit. Jellyfish Mine says that second yellow card into a red card should have been a yellow card in the first half. That is absolutely stupid, bro. It's stupid. Anyone who doesn't think that's a second yellow card is ridiculous, man. Oh, he's nutmegged him. Melbourne City! Oh, over the top. Jellyfish Mustard, please learn what a yellow card is, because that is ridiculous. It's a blatant red. Blatant second yellow. Straight up. So, Melbourne City there, missed that one. So, 12 minutes to go here. 12 minutes to go here. I don't feel like I live in Queensland. Just because you live in Queensland doesn't mean that you're completely wrong here. NC Vlog says, if New South Wales win today, will you still stream third game? Absolutely. Man, I streamed the entire first game. We lost 50-6 or some shit, whatever it was. I stream all the time, man. It doesn't matter if we win or lose. I'm still streaming. You know, that's what I love doing. So 11 minutes left here. Let's hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Gunner says salty Sydney fans, very salty. It's friend who says boring second half. It's not been a great second half, but you can imagine it. You can understand it based on what happened at the end of the first half. That when I told you that penalty, when that penalty happened, I'm just saying that ruined the game. Not because it was the wrong call, but because Melbourne City here, chance here to finish off the game, finish it off. No, goes out for a goal kick. Terrible. Jellyfish must says, I never said anything about Origin, idiot. I don't think anyone's talking to you about Origin. He's talking about NC Vlog. He's talking about NC Vlog. He's not talking about you, Jellyfish Mustard. Okay, so 11 minutes to go here. Can Sydney provide a miracle? This is the A-League. Miracles do happen. Miracles do happen here. Just like, can we hit a miracle? I've hit 10,500 subscribers on this stream. How about that one? Jeez, we are growing. We are moving and grooving, man. Moving and grooving. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to BKR Clips as well, 2 clips per day, 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. But we're just waiting here for the end of the game at this point because, like, I haven't seen a single shot from Sydney in the second half, to be honest with you. I haven't seen a dead set single shot in the second half, to be completely honest, from Sydney FC. It's been shocking. Shocking here, considering they need to score a goal. But here we go. Here's their chance. Here is their chance. Back inside. Ninkovic. No. Good defense there from Melbourne City, and they've just got men behind the ball here. Drop Juices, how long have you been streaming for? This stream been 2 hours. The stream today was 3.5 hours for the Cubs and Dodgers game. I think that was about 3.5. Alrighty, so the City fans are doing the Poznan. Blue Sporter says, it's only 2-1 and I was gone for an hour or more. Patty Cat says, love the shithousery from City fans with the Poznan. I know. I know, but in the same sense, it's the only exciting thing happening right now because we know the result of this game. Like we do. We already know the result of this game. Melbourne City have a chance. Look at Berenguer. Tilio himself. He's going to whip it in. Oh, saved. Oh, my God. There was a chance there. Has a crack himself. It's Jamison. Oh, Berenguer. Oh, my God. Good save. Very good save. And they're going to kick it out. Very good save there by... very good save there by the Sydney goalkeeper. Wow. Tilio has a nice little shot here. It gets blocked away, and then it just Jamison who comes in following up. He shoots it, misses it, and it's going to be Berenguer. He has a shot. Good reflection save. Reflective save, sorry. And there you go. So it's going to be City with the ball here, but Sydney are done here, lads. Sydney are done here, lads. Sydney are done here, lads, unfortunately, for Sydney FC fans. But for everyone else who wanted a different result the last 2 years, well, guess what? You've got it. You've got it. Tana says, where's a Redmayne at? Not there, good sir. Not there. So Melbourne City here inside the box. Here we go. Chance here to seal the game. Can they seal it? Can they seal it and make sure that we're there for Origin? Oh, could be a free kick. I'm surprised that Melbourne City didn't take that free kick. They would have just wasted time. Left-hand side they go. Are they going to push it in? No. Scotty Jamison. That's the left-hand side. NC Fox says, if Melbourne was to miss the penalty, they would still win 2-1. What? What? If they missed the penalty, then it would be 1-1 right now, based on the scoreline. So Melbourne City here, left-hand side. That's going to be a corner. So they can waste some time here. Oh, he's going to say it's a goal kick. That's a bullshit call. That's a bullshit call, my friend. That sounds like a bullshit call. Redmayne and McLaren are Socceroos right now. So 7.5 minutes left to go here of the A-League Grand Final. 3 likes away from 80, by the way, guys. Thank you very much for hitting that thumbs up button. 3 likes away from 80. Blue Supporter says, go to the City. No, you said you're a Sydney FC fan at the beginning of the stream. So left-hand side here. Sydney FC coming down that left wing. Can they get a miracle? That's going to be a throw-in. That's going to be a throw-in here for Sydney. They need to go quick. They've only got 6 minutes left here. 7 minutes, sorry. A miracle is needed. An absolute blatant miracle is needed. And they might have it here. Sydney FC, chance. It's still in. Oh, shot, but it goes over the bar. NC Vlog says, yeah, Melbourne would have scored because they would pressure and score more. They were down. I would not disagree with you. I wouldn't disagree with you at all. But in the same sense, we can't really go base on that right now because, we can't really base it on anything because this is what we're getting right now. And it's 2-1. I predicted 2-1 Melbourne City at the beginning of the stream. You can go back and have a look. I did. I called it. Stephen Lee says, and Ryan Grant and McGowan is at Socceroos, I think. Yes. Yes. So 20 shots to 2, mind you. That was their first shot in over an hour. 2 shots to Sydney FC in this game. 20 shots to Melbourne City. Ouch. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Have you heard talked about a lot of young Aussies in the A-League going to Europe next season? I think it's the wrong move, but if they do it, that's fine. That's up to them, but it's the wrong move because we've seen plenty of young Aussies go overseas, and especially Europe over time, and they absolutely fail. So Melbourne City with the ball here at the edge of the box. Going into the corner, don't waste time there. Don't waste time there. It's still early, mate. It's still 6 minutes to go here. Melbourne says, how long to go in the match? There is 6 minutes left of regulation time. If Sydney FC can provide a miracle and score, we go into extra time. I'm assuming there'll only be about probably 3 minutes of 3 minutes of added time, I would safely assume. Melbourne City here with a chance. Melbourne City with a chance. Oh, I'll get it back out of the wing. Oh, he didn't get it out of the wing quick enough. Didn't get out to the wing quick enough. Melbourne City here in the box. In the box. In the box. Gets it out. Can Melbourne City seal it right now? 1 goal would seal it. 1 goal would seal it. 1 goal would seal it. Melbourne City. Oh, my God. It goes across the goal. Goes across the goal there. Ryan says, who's going to win tonight at the Euros? Who's playing tonight? Because I know England plays Germany on Wednesday. I think Portugal plays tonight, maybe. Who plays tonight? Let me know in the chat and I'll give you my prediction. Stephen Lee says Azani should come to City. Is he still at Celtic? Where is he now? Or is he at some rando Denmark buddy Belgium team? Netherlands or some shit. So that's going to be a goal kick. Goal kick here, Sydney FC. Belgium, Portugal, and Netherlands versus... Belgium, I'll take over Portugal. Thank you very much to Michael Jacobs. Jeez, we're 1 subscriber away from 10,500. Let's go, guys. And Netherlands versus Who's 5 minutes left. Oh, check. I'm taking Netherlands. So I'm taking Belgium and the Netherlands there. Most goals as a substitute, 2020-21. Alu Kawal with 5. Patrick Wood, who's just come and been substituted on here for Sydney FC with 4. Brucey Kamau with 4. That is the top 3 there. But you're going to need a miracle here, lads. You're going to need a miracle. Remember, it says, my favourite team. They are a good team. They are a good team. They make you think, you know? They make you think. So Caceres will come off here. I didn't even realise that Caceres was playing. He has done absolutely nothing in this game. Absolutely nothing. Oh, that's a free kick, Melbourne City. Absolutely. Absolutely free kick. Absolutely free kick. Very easy grand final this one for Melbourne City, realistically. Very, very easy. Very easy. This second half really has been a bit of a downer, though. We all knew it, though. Yanni Mabda says, this is so painful for me to watch. Well, you know, it is tough. Obviously, you guys have been very successful in recent history. Melbourne City have been starved. So, you know, it was coming. You know, I predicted 2-1 Melbourne City before the match. You can go back and see. I predicted it. It's been tough. I would like to ask you your opinion on the red card and the penalty. I believe it's a blatant penalty, and I believe it's a blatant red card. But let me know your thoughts as a Sydney FC fan, Yanni. Because obviously you're here all the time, and I don't mind to listen to your opinion, because there's a lot of Sydney FC fans with some really biased opinions on here, but in the same sense, what's your thoughts? Mutev fan says Netherlands and Belgium will be the winner tomorrow. Yeah, I agree. That's who I've gone as well. So 3 minutes left here. At least the thing is, I know it sucks to say, but at least for Sydney FC fans, they knew they'd lost this from half time or before half time. A chance in Melbourne City. This could be the killer. This should be the killer here. This should be the killer here, Melbourne City. This should be the killer. It should be the killer. It should be the killer. It's blocked away. Corner. Stephen Lee says no check. We'll make the semis. Cool story, brother. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck with that, mate. Good luck. Good luck. Yanni Maverick says, we had plenty of success in the past. We have to be proud. Yes, but I want to know your opinion. Do you think that it was a penalty and a red card? I do. Absolutely. I think it is. There's no controversy about it. But I want to see, as a Sydney FC fan, what your thoughts are. Because we've had a lot of Sydney FC fans here think that it was a, it was a robbery from the referee in this game. So 10-1 in favour of corners to Melbourne City here. Corner. Yanni Maverick says the red card was 100% correct. Absolutely. So here we go. Chance here for Melbourne City off the corner. They're just going to slow the play down in the corner. And they're going to whip it down. Now they're going to whip it in. Whips it in. Whips it in. Whips it in. Whipped cream. Oh, on target, but it will be saved. Yanni Mavda says, and the penalty was probably a pen. Yeah, there you go. City have just outplayed us. No excuses. Absolutely. Obviously, yes, there's been a few outs due to Socceroos, but in the same sense, you know, if McLaren had played, I believe they would have scored like 2 or 3 in the second half. I just feel like their tactics in the second half has been more to dominate the ball, dominate the possession, and not even really attack at all. They've had, 20, 21 shots in this game. None of them have really been some serious shots. They've just been kind of time-wasting shots, in my personal opinion. It's Franny says score and it's over. Mate, it's been over since the 30th minute. It's realistically been over since the 30th minute, man. So, and also don't forget, guys, if you are new around here, in 50 minutes' time, we'll be streaming State of Origin game number 2. Will be a massive one. So hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. State of Origin game 2 is going to be a massive stream right after this. But Melbourne City will get the free kick here on the sideline. Do you reckon, if you're a Melbourne City fan, obviously, yes, you win the grand final, it feels awesome. But do you reckon this, do you reckon it would be actually a really enjoyable grand final to be at right now? Like, yes, you're winning. But at the same time, it's a bit of a dull win. Like, it's a bit of a dull game. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yes, they win. They'll take it. It's their first time ever. But will it be as exciting as you'd ideally want when you win an A-League final? Mevita says, Yanni, you're an example of a good fan. Great sportsmanship. Buddy, Yanni, he's all over it, son. He's all over it. Jimmy O'Rusa says, grand final play next May. Yanni Mavita says, well, Origin. Next, come on, the Maroons. Yeah, get around your Yanni, get around the Maroons. I agree. So, City with the ball. Whips it across. And there should, realistically, look how much space they've got, to be completely honest with you. Like, just look at how much space. They've got Buddy Akers. They've got Paddocks, mate. They've got Paddocks' space here. Outside the edge of the box, he whips it across. He's got Tilio here, who's just open here. If Tilio scores, he's man of the match for sure. He comes back up there. Oh, that was really nice there from Tilio to get that ball away. Really nice. Tilio Fishmaster says Melbourne deserved it. Absolutely. Robert Wallace says, let's go Queensland. Mevita says, most A-League games to me are kind of dull wins, but that's just my opinion. Well, look, the quality's not there, but you have to understand the sport. You just have to understand it, realistically. If you understand it, it's okay. His friend says, next stream in 17 minutes. Yeah, but that's the warm-up. There's 15 minutes before. Like, I'll start the stream 15 minutes early so that it can build subscribers, build chatter in the chat. People can talk about Origin and stuff like that. But, yeah, it'll be 15 minutes or so. Kaiba says, are you doing State of Origin? Mate, of course I'm doing goddamn State of Origin, my good sir. Of course I'm doing State of Origin, good sir. Jennifer Fitzmartin says, still think that red card was a bad decision. Yeah, well, you were wrong still. So 4 minutes added on here, 3 minutes to go here of the game. And Melbourne City looking like their first ever A-League title is coming on up. Their first ever A-League title is about to come on up here. That's actually really frustrating me. Come on, just one more subscriber, please. Like, one more. One more. We'll get it in the Origin anyway, but still, like, one more. Come on. Mutev fan says, in the future, people will say City was champion. No one will care how. Absolutely, Mutev fan. You're spot on. You were spot on. That is absolutely right. No one cares how. No one remembers how. They just know City are the champions of 2021. Happy days. Oh, happy days. Oh, Chancey, Melbourne City. Chancey, Melbourne City. Chancey, Melbourne City. Chancey, Melbourne City. He cuts on the back on the inside here. Yeah, it was good defense, though. Very good defense. And they're just going to bring it back to the halfway point. Smart. He could have tried to go for the attack and push it to the left-hand side, but he didn't do it because he's smart and tactical. But no, that is a spot on that comment there, Muted. So 2 minutes and 15 seconds left here of the grand final. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left of the grand final. Jeez, they've really just absolutely dominated Sydney. I've seen every aspect. Oh, this should be something. Give him something here. He's going to go for a shot from outside the box. Thank you much to you and Daly for being the... Oh, blocked away. For being the 10,500 subscriber. You're a legend. Good on you, man. Mevita said, I really hope our Maroons win, but even though it's at Suncorp, I just don't see it. Thank you much to Nicholas Lim for subscribing. You're a legend. So Melbourne City here with the ball just outside the box. Just outside the box here. Melbourne City moving it around, moving and grooving. Moving and grooving. Chance here. Chance here. Oh, it's a goal. It's game over. Melbourne City are the champions of the A-League for 2021. Grand final win, their first in history. Melbourne City will win 3-1 in this game. What a goal too. He just absolutely takes a strike. He puts it in the back of the net. And Melbourne City have finally got that silverware that they've been looking for a very long time. This is the first time in their history from outside the box. Thank you much, Mutev fan. That's a brilliant goal. That's a brilliant goal for Melbourne City too. Thank you much, Senneth Pereira, for subscribing. That is a brilliant goal there from Melbourne City, and they just put that into the back of the net, and they just say, get out my face. That's game over. Thank you much, Michelle Resnesky, for subscribing. Appreciate you. So there we go, lads. There we go. George Charles says, yes. Jellyfish Must says, I live in Queensland, but I know Blues will win. If you think Queensland will win, you're kind of dumb. You don't understand Origin, so you're kind of dumb, my guy. Remember when New South Wales won Game 2 last year, 36-6? Well, how'd that Game 3 go? That's a good goal. That's a very good goal there by Scotty Galloway. And that, my friends, is game over at 3-1 Melbourne City, champions of the A-League for 2021. Can you look back? I want you to right now to go back and look back at our streams in January or February of this year when Melbourne City were literally like second last place. They were terrible. They were struggling. They looked bad. Everyone was calling for because nobody sacked. Probably still should be, but it's shocking. But Melbourne City are champions, and I want you to come back and look at this moment right now. Go look at February. Go look at January and go see how Melbourne City were performing back then and come to this moment right now, and you will see this is one of the greatest comebacks in A-League history. One of the greatest comebacks in A-League history to come back and win this and to come back and win this tournament. Fantastic performance there by Melbourne City. Absolutely dominated Sydney FC in every single aspect of the game today. The red card was fair, the penalty was fair, and Melbourne City just were the more tactical team, the better team. Thank you much to NC Vlog Email for subscribing. You know, just they were the better team in this game by a long way. So congratulations to Melbourne City. Now, guys, I'm going to jump off because in literally 30 minutes time, we're going to be going live for the State of Origin game number 2 between Queensland and New South Wales. I will see you there very damn well soon. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button as well. Don't forget in the the pinned comment over there, the blue comment, BKR Clips, the second channel. We post 2 clips per day. Go over there, hit that subscribe button there. But I'm jumping off and I will see you guys in literally 40 minutes time for the State of Origin game number 2. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later.